Hey everyone, it's Mike. Before we start the episode, I have a cool question to ask. Do you own a brewery? Do your customers love trivia as much as I do? Well, then you better listen up. Because Geeks Who Drink weekly trivia nights are the cornerstone of event programming for over 650 breweries and bars nationwide. Geeks Who Drink Trivia is consistently fun and low-effort way to build a community of regulars because we all need our norms, cliffs, and all that, but we want to bring more people in as well. So you can even turn that slow weeknight into the busiest night of the week. So get started with this exclusive offer for my taproom listeners and get your first quiz night free. Go to geekswhodrink.com/taproom and enter promo code taproom. That's geekswhodrink.com/taproom, promo code taproom. And now onto the episode. All right, and we're back. This is episode 74 of the Taproom Podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. Man, it's I'm still burnt out. No, I'm just kidding. I felt like during the week, I felt like I was still burnt out from last weekend and like the 4th of July. But yeah, back to normal, back to cracking some brews open. Actually got to go into my brother's Jimmy Buffett party later, where I guess I have to make smash burgers because of Cheeseburger in Paradise. But yeah, this is episode 74 with the great Hannah Rinard, the head brewer of Last Name Brewing out in Upland. This episode, and I think I say it actually on the episode, might have been one of my favorites I've ever done just because of like the direction and like from the get-go. Hannah was so awesome, such a sweetheart. And if you're in that area, check out Last Name. They got a ton of great beers. Subliminal, I think I had like throughout the entire day, like for the while I was there. But yeah, it's honestly, she was so cool. And the conversation went every way, or like went in every way that I had no idea it was going to go in. But it was so fun and so funny to me. So we had a freaking great time. So Hannah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Can't wait to have you on the show again. We're calling it the Return of the Sis because we talked a little bit of Star Wars. But yeah, so yeah, well, on the intro, let's see. Oh, you know what? I mean, might as well announce it now. I am making some t-shirts. Technically, they're already available. The link is in my bio already. I am going to post the pictures once they're, like, I'm going to post some pictures on the story after this is released. So as you're listening to it, I'm recording this on a Saturday. Just 2 designs. This is just a test. So I'm doing it on TeePublic for now. And if things go well, then eventually I will roll it out. You know, I will do something like maybe do my own site and stuff like that towards the end of the year. But yeah, as of now, there's going to be some shirts. It's going to be 2 different logos. I'm not going to say it on here. I'll just, you'll see it on the story. Another thing, I did want to say this too at the beginning. Rest in peace to my sister's dog, Charlie, the roly-poly. She was only 3 years old and she passed away on Wednesday. So it was a really sad day that day for me. I love that dog. And I might have lost it a little bit, but no, she was an absolute sweetheart. I'm not going to say what happened, but yeah, she passed. Vet said she wasn't going to make it. So R.I.P. to Charlie. All dogs go to heaven, baby. Yeah. All right. So back on a more happy note. Let's see what we got here. Well, we had the polls this week. First one was in honor of Shark Week. I was watching it. Some of it, like honestly, the early stuff, like Sunday, Monday was just okay. But as the week went on, usually they're not as good. But there was actually some really good ones in there. But the poll this week was Shark Fest or Shark Week. Because Shark Week is Discovery, obviously, and Shark Fest is Nat Geo. 74% of the vote for Shark Week. So 74% of you are right. I'm just kidding. And so that was, it was a fun one to do. And then we also did, what year did GABF start? Let's see. The answers were 1992, 1979, 1982, and 1987. So 150 people said 1982, 60 people said 1979, 60 people said 1987, and 80 people said 1992. The correct answer was 1982. So yeah, good job to 150 people out there. The bonus question was, what year did Shark Week begin? The choices were 1988, 1982, 1979, and 1985. Every time I hear the year 1985, for whatever reason, I always go back to, was it Bowling for Soup, the song? 1985, blah, blah, blah. I can't sing. But yeah, 270 people said 1988. More people voted on this one than the other one, I think. Oh, no, maybe I was wrong. I think the other one, they voted more. Either way, 270 people said 1988, so there you go. Only 20 people said 1982, 40 people said 1979, and 70 people said 1985. So kudos to the winners there. All right. What else we got this week? The All-Star Game's coming up. Still, I don't like their jerseys. I think they look like shit. That's just my opinion. I miss the old days when they would just wear like the All-Star hat and they would wear their jersey for their team. I always thought that was cool. And one of the things I love too about like, because I feel like All-Star Games or Pro Bowls or anything, they just don't mean anything anymore. But I mean, I used to love in baseball when it would determine home field advantage in the World Series. I always like, I mean, I still feel like they really do try in the All-Star Game. It's not like the NBA All-Star Game, which is just a fucking glorified, whatever. But in baseball, it meant something. Like, yeah, you would get home field advantage. So they would really try and they really cared. So, I mean, I just kind of miss that aspect of it. But I mean, the Derby is always fun to watch. I always love watching the Derby, making a hot dog and maybe some Cracker Jacks and an ice cold beer. What more do you need? What else we got? Football's coming. I think it's August 2nd, I think, or something like that, is the first preseason game for the NFL. And it's on a Thursday, the Hall of Fame game. So that's exciting. It's only a few weeks away. I think it's actually would have been 3 weeks from Thursday. So yeah, that's exciting for that to come around. We're always excited for football. And then NCAA is how many? I think the first, like week 0 is August 24th. So no, my boy Art is excited about that, as I am. So let's see how many days there are. I'm going to, here we go. Let's see. 7, 14, blah, 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 28 plus blah, 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 42 days? 42 days ain't bad. So 6 weeks. So let's freaking do this. So I'm excited for that. That should be fun. And what else I got this week? I don't want this to go too long. Oh yeah. So Stephen A. Smith wants 5 years, $125 million. Like, when did they start paying broadcasters the same, more money than they're paying some players? Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, that's just my opinion, but to me, that's just insane. I know Tom Brady got some huge number, but I mean, man, they're just sportscasters. They're just talking about the stuff. To me, that's just crazy. But, is what it is, I guess. I mean, that's just my opinion. All right. So what do we got? I think that's about it for me this week. So hope you guys enjoy the episode with Hannah. Like I said, we had a blast. She's so funny and just a really down to earth, cool person and big Swiftie. She's a big, big Swiftie. All right. So guys, enjoy the episode. Stay tuned for the outro. All right, guys, we're back in the tap room, and I am your host, Mike. I have a very special guest on today, Hannah Rinard, the head brewer of Last Name Brewing out in Upland. How are you?
I'm great. It's weird to hear out loud.
No,
it's still weird to hear out loud.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird. And even sometimes too, people are like, oh, they don't like listening to themselves in the headphones.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Why do I sound like this?
No, you sound great. So we do have some beers in front of us. So we'll start with a beer, and then we'll jump into your craft beer journey.
For sure. Let's start with Buzz Light beer.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, that's that one.
And this one is 4.5?
Yes.
All right,
I think this particular batch is 4.3, but this one says 4.5. We'll call it 4.5. American style premium lager. It's brewed kind of like a Pilsner, but I add corn to it to make it creamy, kind of more like a Coors.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is my version of a Coors.
Sweet. Cheers. Oh, that's
so
tasty.
Good. Yeah. I like it a lot. It's great for the summer.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Especially when it gets hot out here.
Yeah. That's a poolside beer.
Yeah.
We have pint koozies.
Oh, that's cool.
It doesn't get the skunkiness. You can drink it outside.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's perfect.
I like it.
Yeah. So tell us, how did you get into craft beer? How did it all start for you?
It was a big fat accident. I don't know if you've ever heard this story before.
No.
Let me move my chair.
Oh, you're fine.
So I was a yoga teacher for 7 years.
Okay.
pre-COVID. Like I started 2014 teaching. And then I had this really great Monday morning class. And this lady named Cookie would come to the class. She got my number. She would harass me.
Yeah.
Like, when are you teaching? She's wonderful. Good harassment, not like gross.
Yeah.
She found out I like beer.
Okay.
She was like, oh, my son is a cellarman at Last Name. And I was like, oh, cool. I like beer too. Now I know I can go there and ask him stupid questions.
Okay.
I never did, but I knew that was an option. So fast forward, COVID happened. Everything shut down. All the studios were down. I didn't work for a year at all. Kind of just hanging out at home. And so she calls me one day and is like, hey, my son needs help cleaning kegs. Do you want to do that? And I was like, I've never done that before. Yeah, absolutely. Sign me up. So she got me an interview here, and I interviewed with Andy and Kobe, and 20 minutes later, they hired me.
That's so cool.
It was super quick, super cool. And I was like, I have no experience. And they were like, that's okay. We'll teach you what you need to know. And I'm like, cool. So then after the interview, he pulls me aside and he's like, hey, I don't know if my mom's told you yet. And I was like, oh, no, like, what's up? What's going on? Like, we don't talk about you.
Yeah.
And he was like, my wife's pregnant. I'm going to be going on paternity leave. And I was like, sick. She must have just gotten pregnant.
Yeah.
We've got 8 months of teaching me what to do.
Yeah.
Nope. She was 7 months pregnant.
Uh-oh.
I had 2 months to learn everything.
Wow.
So 2 months after getting hired, I took over brewing, and he was doing 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And those 2 weeks when he was off, I was completely alone.
Oh, wow.
Just trial by fire.
Yeah.
I cried a lot.
Oh. Oh, man.
But yeah, like, it was really cool. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I wouldn't change it at all.
Yeah.
It was the best way for me to learn. Like, I know this place inside and out. I've changed so many things too. Like, the whole everything's manual back there.
Yeah.
So there's like no control. There's like a control panel with a switch and like a button and that's it. But everything is like, okay, I run down the stairs, open the valves. Okay, run back up, turn on the pump, run back down, open a different valve. Okay,
Wow.
Whatever. Lots of running back and forth.
Yeah.
But a couple summers ago, I got to completely rebuild the whole bottom side of the brew house because it wasn't working as well for me as I wanted it to. And I was like, this is really cool. Like 3 years ago, I had no idea how to keg a beer. And now here I am, like, doing this, I guess.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's always crazy to me, like, when you hear certain stories, because not every story is the same.
Right.
And to me, it's like, yeah, you were doing yoga, and then all of a sudden, and then you were washing kegs or cleaning kegs, and now you're the head brewer. And how long have you been the head brewer here?
I think officially on Paychecks, it just changed last week.
Oh, okay.
I've been the head brewer for 3 years now.
Okay.
Which is a weirdly long time. Like, in my head, it's only been a couple months.
Yeah.
But, we're doing it.
No, that's cool. I mean, like, how awesome is that you get to, you liked beer, but you never really thought this was probably going to be a career.
Never, ever. When my ex-husband was in college, he actually applied here for a distribution thing, and they never called him back. So when I got hired, he and I were still married at that point. He was like, I can't believe you're going to work where I was interviewing. And I was like, I don't think you ever got an interview.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, man. So there was no home brewing or anything like that before?
So my ex-husband did homebrew, and he let me help him one time. I got to add the hops.
There you go.
And I helped him bottle, and I remember he had me capping everything.
Gotcha.
And he was like, you have to be really gentle because you don't want to crack the bottles. And I was like, I'm not that strong, man. Like, I'm pretty strong, but I'm not that strong.
Yeah.
And it was fun. So, like, that was the extent of my homebrewing.
Wow.
Dumping hops in and stirring.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
Literally it.
Hey, I've only ever homebrewed once, and like the guy was like such a pro that it just like he just pretty much said, okay, just add this at this time or add this at that time. Yeah. So it was like he made it super simple. I didn't have to go through like all the videos on YouTube or looking stuff up. So
and like wonder, is it bubbling?
Yeah.
Is this bad?
Is this working? Is it the right temperature?
Why is it boiling over? What do I do?
Yeah.
Just don't get burned.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And so Last Name has been here since 2003?
Yeah, so Last Name was started by Kurt Dale in 2003. We were down on 9th Street in Upland. Okay. I think you've been to Stout House before.
Yeah.
Heard of Stout House? Mm-hmm. Our original location was right across the street from them.
Oh, okay.
Same size building too, incredibly small. We had grain bags as chairs. Being not me.
Yeah.
I don't think I was old enough to drink at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was started by Kurt. And actually, Kurt used to homebrew in college in his like dorm room.
Okay.
Which it's really, really cool to hear about. He would do these recipes, and California Black Beer and Pomona Queen were a couple of them. I found the recipe cards from, I think, 1973, 83.
Wow.
Something like that. And I have those original recipe cards. I have them hidden somewhere. No one knows where they are except for me.
They're under lock and key.
Yes. Got to kill me to get them. Yeah. They're dying with me. I might give them to Andy when he leaves, but we'll see. But yeah, so looking at those and like seeing his handwriting, and it's like, shoot, this recipe I'm making was like built in the 80s. That's really, really cool. Yeah. And he won so many awards through the state fair and just different homebrew competitions. He was like, I could really make something here. Yeah. And he did. And he did a good job.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So Pomona Queen and Black Beer were the two originals. Black Beer is our most awarded to date. And then Runway actually is one of our other staples. We have that here. I think it's the third one over if we want to try that one.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's take
Is it this one? Or this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bring it around here.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Boop.
Thank you.
Yep. So Kurt wanted to mainly do lagers.
I like
that. It's really good. This is a nice batch too. I changed the hops on it a little.
Okay.
It always has Galaxy and Cascade, but this time I added Citra, and it brightens it up a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kurt was very hesitant to do any ales. He really did not want to do any. And then I think probably 2011, maybe, it was pretty late in the game. He was like, all right, everyone's asking for an IPA. Let's just do it. And Bob Cable owns Cable Airport right there. And he's always in here. I don't know how involved he is like in the brewery, but I know that he's a regular customer and we love him so much. Yeah. But we named it Runway after him. Okay. Because he was like, you guys need an IPA. And finally they made it for him. So his airplane was on the original artwork and stuff.
Oh, I have a picture. I'll show you after. But I made a little reel of that can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The can is really pretty. I like it. We don't make it we're not going to ever can that one again. Okay. At least not under Andy's ownership. Yeah. But we'll see about the future. I think it would be really cool to can, but IPAs are kind of difficult for us because we don't have like a centrifuge or pasteurizing or anything like that. It's kind of just winging it. Yeah. I don't know how other places do it, but I should probably look into that.
That's all good.
But yeah, so Runway came in late in the game, and Kurt brewed here until 2016, and Sam, Christian, and Ryan were the brewers under him. And then they all kind of took over. And then Christian is now the owner of Campsite. So he used to work here. Yeah, he's wonderful. Yeah. Great guy. I try to ask him as many questions as I can. I'm not sure what happened to Sam. I've never talked to him. Okay. And then Ryan is now at 14 Cannons, but he used to do Neon Bear, and then he was at another place before that. But yeah, so I call them my brewery grandpas because
that's awesome.
They're all the brewers that came before me. So the lineage is like Kurt, Ryan, Sam, Christian, there's a couple other guys, and then Kobe was the brewer before me. Okay. So he's like my brew dad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I just saw Christian last week. Oh, I mean, he's been on the show, but I saw him last week at LA Independent Beer Fest.
Okay, how was that?
It was so fun. And it was great seeing everybody. So it's always nice catching up because sometimes you'll see someone, when I'm recording, but then I won't see them again,
couple years.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, it was nice seeing everybody.
That's really cool. I always like that. I feel like the community used to be very tight. Like everyone used to talk to everyone and hang out. And this is obviously before my time. And then I think 2018, maybe competition changed and people started separating themselves a little bit more. But I feel like it's coming back around. Like, I know I hang out with Lars from Rock House. I told you last night I was hanging out with Nick and Johnny. The guys over at Claremont Craft, I'm pretty tight with them. And we have this really great group chat where it's High Point, Arrowhead, Claremont Craft, Rock, everywhere, all the way out to Redlands. Owen.
Like, what's I'm trying to remember the brewery that's out there in Redlands.
Redlands has our brew, Escape, Hangar 24,
Hangar 24
and
still.
Ritual. Ritual is what I'm thinking of. Okay. So we have Ritual in that group chat too. And it's just like all these dudes and me chit-chatting about like,
awesome.
What are we doing? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. And then Kat over at Hamilton, she works under Johnny, and it's like cool getting to talk to another girl because like she's the only other girl in the area.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Everyone else is deep in LA.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have someone to talk to where it's like like as a girl in the industry, I mean, I don't know how different it is, but it's
for
like,
sure.
It's cool.
Yeah, and I'm even, if you'd be interested, I'm trying to put together like a female brewers roundtable.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, to get everyone together and shoot the shit. Bring whatever beer that they want, that they like that they've done and stuff like that.
Sure.
So
that's a good time.
Oh yeah,
I just like drinking beer with cool people.
Oh yeah, and to me that's why I did do this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I get to sit across and have a beer with you and be able to
hopefully a good beer.
Yeah, great beer. Yeah, talk shop.
Sick.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right, so next let's try the Dandy Ale. So the full name of this beer is Andy Dale's Dandy Ale. Okay. And it's an English ale. So it's a little bit bitter, but it's not crazy bitter. It's going to be that one for you.
That works for me.
Yeah. I like this one a lot. And so this is the second time we've ever made it. Andy texted me, or we were in our little weekly meeting, and he was like, hey, I want to make an English beer. And I was like, cool, you want to make it?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I want you to make it. And I was like, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So he kind of told me what he wanted, and I gave him like the recipe I came up with, and I was like, approve this. If you want to change it, change it. I don't care. I'm not taking it personally. Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Scrap the whole thing. I don't care. And he liked it, and we made it. And last year I forgot to dry hop it.
Okay.
This year I remembered, and the difference is very subtle, but it's there.
Okay.
So yeah, this is Dandy Ale. Cheers.
Do you like English like cream ales?
I do.
Oh, so good.
I do.
And especially when they're done right, it's like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's very few beers that I don't like.
That's delicious.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. It's not crazy bitter, but it still has a little bit of a bite to it.
Oh yeah.
Pairs well with coffee.
Oh yeah, I bet. That's good. And I love the lacing on. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I feel like this one I did a really good job on. Some of the beers, I mean, I don't think any of them that we're trying today I'm not confident with, but sometimes I'll put out a beer and I'm like, ugh, I should have done something different. We have this one, Zappa Dappa Doo.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to play
that name.
It's such a good name. We listened to Frank Zappa while we made it.
Oh, okay.
Which was a fucking trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to play with Zappa hops, and I got Zappa and Belma, which was probably a mistake. Belma mixed with Zappa came out really, really like bell peppery and grassy and just disgusting.
Yeah.
And it was a hazy, and I was like, this is absolutely not what I want.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I could biofine it and make it into a West Coast and it would pass. It was kind of like, I just have to run with it. Like, I fucked up. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. It's just beer. At the end of the day, like, people are going to drink it. There's like 3 kegs left of it. We started off with 20. So,
there you go.
Someone like, the guy I'm seeing right now,
people like it.
He was like, oh God, I felt so bad for him. This is before we were talking. And one of the guys poured him and a pint, and the keg popped. And he handed it to him anyway. And I was like, oh no, like, don't hand someone the very, like,
the last beer.
Yeah. Like, especially with a hazy, it's going to be thick.
Oh yeah.
So he's so sweet. He was like, no, it's fine. Like, I'll drink it anyway. And he drank it and spit it out and was like, I cannot drink this.
I tried.
So he tried so hard. So he got up and got a new one, and he was still like, yeah, it wasn't that great, but it's still good. Like, it's drinkable. And I'm like, we don't drink bad beer around here. If it's gross, we don't drink it.
Yeah.
Don't feel obligated to finish your beer if you don't like it. But yeah, Zappa Dappa Doo is by far the worst beer I've ever made.
Okay.
But cutest name.
Great
and
name.
I think if I didn't add the Belma hops, it probably would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's not even on tap right now. We put a seltzer on its tap because seltzer is moving a little better.
Yeah.
As they do.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like the different trends you kind of see. But I feel like obviously there was seltzers and hazies and But I honestly do feel like
Crispy Boys are coming back.
Yeah. Well, thank the Lord.
So happy.
Yeah, same.
Obviously, that's my
those
my
are
wheelhouse.
coming back. You see blacks you see reds on menus.
Oh
now.
my gosh, yeah. Everyone wants a red.
Yeah, and you couldn't see that. I mean, like even 2 years ago, you wouldn't caught a red on the menu at all.
I think we're one of the few breweries that always has a red on tap.
Love it.
Yeah, which we're not going to try it today. I mean, we can after if you want, but Shameless McDale, it's an Irish red.
Shameless McDale.
Yeah, Shameless McDale. And then
I love all these names.
We try to be punny and like cute and stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
There have been some names that we've come up with and they just immediately get thrown on the cutting table. Like, no, we are absolutely not doing that, Hannah. No one is going to get this joke except for you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, but that's why you do it.
Yeah. The very first seltzer that I made was strawberry seltzer with pink glitter in it. And I called it Lover Beer.
Oh, okay.
Because Taylor Swift. Yeah. I'm a Swiftie.
Okay.
Big fat Swiftie.
There you go.
Yeah. So I called it Lover Beer, and it was actually really, really good. And it was pretty because it was like glittery.
There you go. All glittery.
Sparkly. Yeah. People loved it. Tasting room hated it. Whatever. Yeah.
You got to make what you love.
Exactly. I'm going to make beer that I want to drink.
Exactly. And I feel like that was a thing too, like, you mentioned earlier about the not wanting to make like IPAs or ales. I mean, like I felt that like that was kind of the way people were with hazies. They're like, are like, I don't want to
We're not going to buy in.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that, but it brings people in.
It brings people in. Okay, Stone.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. What was it? Fizzy yellow beers for wussies?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, okay, now we all have.
Right. I mean,
who cares?
Yeah.
Good beer's good beer. You can make any style into a good beer if you really try.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the only thing that we probably won't do, not in the next year at least, is what are those frozen ones called? Like the freezy slushies? Yeah. We probably won't do that. I think that's like cleaning the machine is too much work for the tasting room.
I bet.
And I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. It's not my job.
Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm off Saturdays, Sundays anyway. I'm not coming in to clean this stuff for you guys.
Well, if you're off Saturdays and Sundays, well, thank you for coming in and doing this.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to be here tomorrow, too. I teach yoga here now.
Oh, that's right. I saw on the thing, that you guys, was it 12 o'clock or something like that?
I think it's 11 to noon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've started teaching yoga again.
Awesome.
I know. It's weird. It's my first time teaching since 2020. This is going to be my 5th class, I think. And it's pretty good. I get like 8 people, which is not too shabby.
Yeah.
I was expecting no one. I was expecting my mom to show up and that's it.
Or what was the lady that called you?
Cookie.
Yeah. Cookie, there you go.
Yeah. She comes once in a while.
Okay.
She brings her daughter-in-law and sometimes her granddaughter too, which is her granddaughter's 4.
Oh.
Shout out to Kenzie.
Yeah.
She's such a sweetheart. She's like trying to do yoga. And I'm like, you're precious. You're precious
awesome.
Angel. Don't have kids, don't want kids, but I'm like, I will babysit you anytime you want.
Yeah. Same. I'm just like I have the dog.
Yep.
She can come to breweries.
Yep.
And we're golden.
Yep. My cat hides under my bed all day.
There you
comes
go.
Out for food, goes back under. And I'm so jealous.
Yeah. She sleeps for about 18 hours a day.
Dear God.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So it's like, she's awake right now because there's stuff going on in here. But
how old is she?
2. She's a rescue.
Okay.
But we think she's 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So.
I don't know. My cat came from a dumpster.
Oh.
She's like 12, I think.
What's
I've had
her
her
name?
for 12 years. Duchess.
Oh, love it.
All black. She's a little void. 2 big green eyes. She's fat too.
Nice.
I mean, she only comes out for food. She doesn't really exercise.
Same. We go walk for 10, 15 minutes then. I'm sorry this turned into a pet podcast, but
sorry guys.
She'll walk for 10 to 15 minutes and out of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, and then I have to, in my apartment complex, got to go up the stairs, and she's just like,
oh, poor baby.
She's like, what are you doing to me, Dad?
It's like, please stop.
Yeah.
Well, we can turn this back into beer. So Duchess is my cat, black cat. I want to make a black IPA and name it the Duchess after
perfect.
my cat.
Yeah.
But
I did want to mention yoga, though, because, I think that's so cool that you get to do 2 of the things that you love in the the place.
Yeah.
So
it's really, really
rewarding
cool.
is that I should say fulfilling.
Yeah. It's definitely like I don't know. I feel like emotionally I've hit a peak here where I get to do everything I love all in one place. I'm so happy.
Great.
I think you know this, but Last Name is up for sale.
Okay.
Or was up for sale. We have a potential buyer now, and that's all I can say. September, more information will be coming out. But when the brewery was announced for sale, I had like 5 or 6 people reach out to me and they were like, hey, if you need a job, come here. Like, we want you. And I was like, wonderful. I feel supported. I have a backup plan. This is great. I don't want to have to use my backup plan.
Yeah.
Because I love it here. Like, I am all alone, which this is a lot to handle by myself.
I bet. Yeah. It's huge.
I'm doing like 40 barrels of brewing a week on the 10-barrel system.
Damn.
Every tank is always full. Wow. If it's not full, I didn't have a productive week. But yeah, like it's hard, but it's so rewarding. I wouldn't change it. Like, I wouldn't leave for any other brewery. Like, I love it here so much. It's so much fun. And they give me so much freedom. Like,
that's great.
I get to do yoga. I get to make what beers I want. I get to play Taylor Swift all day.
There you go.
I get to, I don't know, we get Mexican food for lunch like a couple times a week. It's wonderful.
Well,
why would I leave?
Yeah. It's the dream.
I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
I have a clubhouse.
There you go. Yeah. You have your own clubhouse up there?
Yeah.
We'll have to get a shot of the clubhouse.
Oh, yeah. For anyone Well, they'll see the picture, but
oh yeah,
there's a pink flag that says no weenies allowed.
There you go.
And
it's
that
like
flag,
in Little Rascals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, and SpongeBob. Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense because the font.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that flag came about because of our Pink Boots brew. I think 2 years ago we made Sponge Blonde Pink Pants.
Oh,
which was
nice.
a blonde ale with coconut and pineapple. Yeah, it's right there. Take a picture of that later.
I'll definitely will. I'm gonna get a picture of the whole wall. That's
Perfect. Great. We'll do like a little tour.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that flag came about from that. And then I was we had it hanging over where the neon sign is. Okay. And I was like, you guys, I need that flag hung up somewhere else because that's not in my way because I would always walk into it. And it's annoying. But yeah, so they hung it up for me, which was very nice.
That's awesome.
Happy about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like, it's like, it's a dream for you. It feels like being here.
Yeah. I've definitely built this place into a second home for myself. So I used to live in Redlands, and that was such a bad drive. It was an hour and a half each way.
Wow.
So last October, I moved back out here, moved in with a friend. Best choice I ever made. Like, mentally, I was so much happier and just
That's great.
oh yeah. I mean, you're not spending 3 hours a day in a car.
Yeah.
I got a lot of like audiobooks in, but I don't want to get audiobooks in.
Yeah.
I would rather like sit on my couch and chill or like cook or something. But yeah, so Andy's really helped me turn this place into a second home. Like,
that's great.
Gives me space to kind of do what I want to do a little bit. In control. There's a leash.
And you have your creative freedom and all that sort of stuff. And then, you also get to like, one thing I love about brewers, and like you kind of mentioned it earlier, it's like, if it's a batch that you don't like, it's like, even if it's, it's selling, like you're not happy with it. And it's like still that brewer's mentality where it's like, it's never good enough.
Nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything can always be better. Like even all these beers that we're trying today, they're all great by any standard. I mean, I'm not winning awards with them, but like they are solid beers. Like anyone could come in and drink it and be like, yeah, I'll have another.
Oh yeah.
No one's dumping it out. And then I'm tasting them and I'm just being so nitpicky. Like, ugh, the Hefeweizen isn't hazy enough for me. Like, why did the haze drop out? What can I do different next time?
Yeah.
Just little things like that. But I think if you're, that was a balloon, not a gun.
There you go. Bingo.
Are you awake?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're not trying to improve, you're kind of just like, you should always be trying to improve. Like no beer is perfect beer.
Yeah.
Every large, like Sierra Nevada, Russian River, they both have like R&D systems.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to get better, and they're like, they did it. They made it.
Of course.
If I'm making a Sierra Nevada pale ale, I've made it in life. I can die happy.
And that's the thing. Like you mentioned, like the competition earlier. I feel like because nowadays, I mean, that's one of the things I love about the craft beer community is about like how much everybody's always willing to help.
Yeah. It's definitely nice because like we'll be in the middle of a brew day and it's like, oh no, I ran out of this hop. I didn't realize it. Like, let me just text 5 people that are in the area that are totally willing to help.
Yeah.
They'll come by. Like I know once my yeast didn't come in and I called Dominic over at High Point and I was like, hey man, this is a huge ask. I totally understand if you're going to say no.
Yeah.
And he came by with yeast and he was like, yeah, just give me back later. And I was like, for sure. Thank you so much. So he totally saved me. Yeah, but it's definitely a good community. And I think all of us kind of want the same thing, like with always improving our beers and like giving honest feedback is such a big thing. Like,
it's the best.
Yeah, I've told people, feel free to rip me a new one with this beer. Yeah. Like, just please tell me it's gross. Don't hold back. I'm not going to cry. Like, I might at home later.
He hated it.
But not in front of you. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's awesome. No, I mean, and that's the best part because if you're not like you said, if you're not like, learning something new every day or trying something new, like, I haven't quoted Shawshank in a while, so listeners don't get mad at me, but I'm going to do this again. But I always like to quote, I think it's Morgan Freeman. He says, get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Busy living.
Yeah.
LIVIN.
Yeah. I love it. I freaking love it.
All right, let's try Subliminal next. That's the one you got your hand on.
Okay.
So Subliminal is a German Pilsner with my heart and soul absolutely put into it. I spent 10 hours peeling lemons for this beer. Literally 10 hours spent hand peeling all these fucking lemons.
Yeah.
So it has 10 pounds of lemon zest put into the very end of the boil.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you had to peel 10 pounds of lemon zest.
Yes. So
yeah. Wow.
If you include like cleaning and zesting time, this is a 20-hour brew.
Holy shit.
Which.
Did you sleep that night?
I spent a week peeling the lemons.
Okay.
Like the week I would stay an hour late a couple days and just like, peel these things.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, thank God for my KitchenAid, because I realized after 8 pounds, I have a KitchenAid. I can just like put my peeling attachment on.
Oh.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I can cuss, right? I think I already have.
Say whatever you want.
So we have these personalized mugs, and mine says "dumb bitch juice" because just fucking own it.
Yeah, love that.
So the joke was I drank too much dumb bitch juice that week and forgot that I had an automatic peeler and I didn't have to sit there hand peeling it. But hand peeling, whatever. It came out great.
Hey, you can even, but that's a brag though. Like, it's a humble brag. You can say I did 10 pounds of
exactly.
I was gonna chug the whole thing because how good it is, but
you can get a pint after if you want.
Oh yeah, I will.
You should. This is by far my favorite beer. It's so good.
It's delicious. What's the ABV on it?
I don't know. I think 5.3.
Perfect.
It's no more than 6.
Completely crushable.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you guys can this by chance?
We used to. We don't anymore.
Well,
I know.
If you ever do again,
I'll call you.
Yes.
You'll be here on canning day getting freshies.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be so 20 of them going down the line. I'll be taking 2 off.
Yep. Exactly. No low fills.
No, that's so great.
Yeah. So it's such a good beer. Like this is such a dangerous one too.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll sit here and just do quality control, on a Friday after work.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
I do try every single beer once every other week.
It's great.
And I have a good rotation of it. I hate the dark days during the summer because I'm drinking like a 14.1% barrel aged thing and it's 100 degrees out and I'm just like, ugh, this tastes good as it should, but it's gross right now. But Subliminal, I really, really like this one because it's so crushable and it's so light.
Yeah.
But I'll have my mug. It's 20-ounce mug. I'm not a big girl. Sorry, another balloon.
Yeah, another gunshot.
But yeah, I'll have a couple of those and then have to call a friend to drive me home.
No, fair.
Whatever. It's okay. We get pizza. It's fine.
There it is. Pizza. Well, what's your favorite pizza?
Like toppings wise or restaurant wise?
Let's do style. Like thin crust, thick crust.
New York style, like.
Oh yeah, thinny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
crispy.
You'll have to come down one time because we have a smoker and I have a pizza oven attachment. Oh. So I make there's sometimes when we have big barbecues, or they're not barbecues, but because we're making pizza, but make like 40 to 50 pizzas in a day.
Dear Lord, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little wild.
That sounds great.
Covered in flour.
Yep.
A lot of beer in my belly.
Yep. Man, the yeasty boys are just churning in your belly.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, I love it.
This freaking beer, though, like it's crispy, but it's also, you get like those aromas from it. Like those, like the hint that, well, not the hint of lemon. It's there. Mm-hmm. It's like right up front. It's delicious.
Yeah. It's nice. And I feel like the hops played well.
Oh, yeah.
I think I used Hallertau Tradition. I'm pretty sure. Not very much, but enough to give it like the Pilsner, little notes. But yeah, that beer is so nice. That's my during the summer. If I'm going somewhere, I'm taking that with me. I think I have a growler of it in the fridge at home right now. It's just like waiting.
I'd probably just toss it in a hydro flask.
No kidding. How do you know that's not what's in the coffee cup?
Exactly.
No, there's real coffee in there.
Oh, man. Love it.
Me too. So let's try this year's Pink Boots brew. Here's yours.
I love everything that Pink Boots does.
Me too. It's really nice. So last year I got to help start the Inland Empire chapter up again.
Love it.
So that's back for anyone listening that wants to join. Please feel free. You can email or just like reach out on Instagram or something, or like text me if you have my number. I feel like everyone has my number.
There you go.
Hand it out like candy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the chapter up and running again. I think it shut down back in 2017. And we're back, baby.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. I think Andrea's in it from Homage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's so sweet.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. Yeah, she was on the show a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I remember. Cheers. I talked to her before her interview and I was like, if you need help, you let me know, because I don't know. I'm not good at interviewing, but I'll talk you through it.
Yeah. No, she was great. And it was like, it was just really nice. And like, it's cool hearing about the different chapters.
Yeah.
Because I've had people from LA and I'm trying to get people from OC as well. Mm-hmm. But I just, what they do for the industry, you know, and like, females in the industry, like even like you said, even out here, it's only you and Kat over from Hamilton. Like, it's just like underutilized, and I could just feel like there needs to be more of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's a little bittersweet because I think, trying to say this right, the chapters are very inclusive, and that's really, really great. It's all fermentation now, so like kombucha, wine, beer, cider, everything, like everything, even distilling, I'm pretty sure is involved now, which is fantastic. However, it's very different being like, it started off as brewers getting together with other brewers to kind of like workshop how we're doing things, and like as women, we're smaller, built generally, like still strong, still fully capable of like throwing around the grain bags and everything, but sometimes it's hard to get a tank sealed. Sometimes it's, hard to find even boots. Like I went down to Red Wing. They only have one pair of boots that are waterproof, compote or steel toe. Everything that like checks all the boxes. Extra Tough doesn't even make women's boots that are steel toe, chemical resistant, whatever. You have to buy the men's ones.
Were they?
No.
Had to throw a pun in there.
You have to. Hunter makes pink boots, but also they don't have the steel toe. So like there are literally no boots that are made for women brewers.
Wow.
And like you have to buy the men's ones, and sometimes they ran out of my size. So I've just been wearing like rain boots for the last few months, and they just got them back in. So I'm like, okay, I've got to get on it. Maybe I'll buy 2 pairs and stock up. But it's like
there it is.
So back to pink boots, like it started off as this really cool thing where the brewers are talking to each other as like a resource, and now it's kind of expanded a lot, which is really great. But I would love to see something, not like a sub chapter, but a meeting where it's like, okay, let's just workshop with our like particular industry, like maybe have a sub chapter of it, because I
just about the brewing side.
Like I would love to sit down with Dre and talk to her and Kat and kind of figure out like, okay, I'm doing things this way, how can I do it better? Which is kind of like the same talks I have with the guys, but like obviously it's a little different.
But it's nice to get that perspective from another female.
Yeah, and like talking to a guy versus talking to a girl is very different. Like I know I can be not more open, but like sort of more open and honest about things. And like my perspective with a girl, because like she gets it. I don't have to explain it. She just gets it. Yeah. But Pink Boots is doing wonderful things, and they are the reason that I'm probably still in this industry. There was a point like in my first year where I was just like miserable because I was all Kobe had just quit, and I was working with someone that wasn't incredibly helpful. It was kind of causing more problems than I could like keep up with. And I went to White Labs with Pink Boots LA, and that was really, really nice. And it kind of like refreshed me. I kind of needed that. And it was like, okay, cool. I can now take in all this knowledge that I've learned. And, I got to spend a weekend with these really cool girls, just like going out and learning and drinking and having a good time and not like worrying about work, and kind of see how they're doing things, and then bring some of that stuff back into work. And that's kind of like what I hope for the IE chapter, because I don't think we've taken a field trip yet, but if we could get the IE chapter to go down to San Diego, hang out with OC or like any of those chapters down there, I think that would be so cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we got to get on that.
Yeah, that would be, it's always cool. Especially when you can collaborate and, just be able to just spitball, spitball ideas of like, or I like to do it this way, or I do it that way, anything like that. Or just like, honestly, even just having a mental freaking health day. They'd be able to hang out, go down there, have maybe 6, 7, 12 beers,
It doesn't. Yeah. And I think part of it is also like women, myself obviously included, but like we like to gossip. We want to chit chat. We want to talk about everything. And
what do they say? Spill the tea?
Spill the tea, baby.
Yeah, didn't know what that meant until about a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Welcome to the tea party.
I had no idea what that meant.
But yeah, like we want to spill the tea. We want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And guys tend to not want to talk about it as much. So it's really, really nice getting to just like bitch about the industry with other girls that are also wanting to bitch about the industry.
Okay.
I don't really have anything to complain about here, but I'll find something.
Yeah.
I'll be involved.
There you go.
I'll figure it out.
I know someone you could talk to in the LA chapter, and you might know her already, but I'll tell you after.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah, I was a member of the LA chapter for the first 3 years, and then once we got IE started, I switched over.
Awesome.
got to show the allegiance to the Inland Empire.
There you go.
I guess.
Yeah. Honestly, there's some great breweries out here. Like
there's some wonderful ones out here.
Yeah. I mean, like I met the guys at Rock House maybe 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Great guys.
Super cool.
Yeah. And then obviously Nick and Johnny.
Vendetta.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Gio and Kyle are super, super cool.
Really? Okay. I haven't met them, but
you got to meet them. They're wonderful.
Okay.
I'll give you their info after. Okay. They also have a homebrew shop.
Oh, awesome.
It's really cool. So they are my number one go-to. If I need something, I'm going to them because they're doing homebrews. They're doing like larger scale brewing. So they get both sides of it and they give really good perspective. And also they love to gossip. So Kyle's the biggest shit talker.
I love it.
I know if I want something to get out there in the wild and I want everyone to know, Kyle's the guy I'm telling. Okay. I'm just going to like subtly drop it to him and be like, by the way, this is happening. And
we'll see how fast the fire spreads.
Yes. He's the best, though. I love it. They used to come here and wash kegs. And then I think they got their own keg washer or something. But yeah, it's a good time. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, you get to have your outlets and do stuff like that. So, I mean, and we all need it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We all need that outlet to be able to vent and do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And like you said, not all of it's like it's not all necessarily bad. It's just sometimes you just need to let it out.
Right. And sometimes it's like, I had such a good day. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is so nice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and those are the best days. And you get to do, like, I know I probably sound like a broken record, but you get to do what you love. You get to brew. You get to have your yoga days and stuff like that. Because I do yoga, but I mean, I do it for like 10, 15 minutes a day. And I do like the baby poses. So yeah, it's like warrior and a few other ones. And like the only one I can't is like the downward facing dog. Like my back's just like, huh?
Oh my gosh, I'll help you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'm trying, but you know.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. I feel really, really lucky that I landed on my feet in this industry because it very easily could have gone the other way. I mean, learning the way I learned, I could have just face planted, crashed and burned, and I don't know what would have happened. Like. I'm really, really happy that everything happened the way that it did. And it's absolutely changed my life, like working here.
You're thriving.
Yeah, totally. But also it's given me confidence I didn't have before. Like I was very kind of just okay with, sweeping things under the rug and just kind of living.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that. You got to be upfront with things. And if you need something, you have to ask for it. And then it kind of taught me, if you ask for something and the person's not willing to meet you where you're at or give you what you need, it's okay to go. Yeah. Like, you don't have to stick around for that.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this industry has definitely given me, like, a confidence boost. And
that's...
I love it.
I mean, I love that for you. I mean, I'm so freaking... Like, I'm jacked just for you right now. Like, that's awesome. Yeah.
Like, if I could give one other person the experience that I've had, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Like, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
I need actually there's one girl I'm training back here, Jillian. Shout out to Jillian in the tasting room. She's wonderful. My Pookie. Okay. I love her.
That's awesome.
My baby girl. But yeah, I'm getting to teach her some stuff back here and I see her growing and just her confidence with explaining beer to people and like being a little bit more passionate about it is so, so cool.
That's probably so rewarding for that too, because beer education is so like, for at least for like, I mean, I feel like if you go to a brewery and they can tell you about the beer, they can talk to you about it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah. And it's because it's like, if not, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of breweries out there that don't have that.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, if you have someone, it just makes it like, because you can tell them like what kind of style you like. And, do that. And even for the casual person that doesn't drink craft beer,
right?
Maybe they came for a seltzer. Or they're just coming for a friend's birthday party.
Or my dad who comes in and asks for a Heineken.
There you go. I guess he loves a good Heine.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Never say that about my dad again.
Yeah. I'm just joking.
I know. No, everyone gives me shit about my dad because he's like, he came in and asked for a Heineken again. Okay, give him a Coke.
Yeah.
give him a soda. He's here for Dr. Pepper. He doesn't really want a Heineken. He's pulling your leg.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad's cool. My dad's a bartender at Dodgers and Angels stadiums.
That's awesome.
It's really... So my dad has worked at Dodger Stadium since he was, I want to say, 16 years old.
Wow.
He's the number 2 longest employee there. There's only one other person who's worked there longer than him.
Wow.
Like besides Vin Scully.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad... like Dodgers man, bartender man. We talk about beer.
That's so cool.
Talk about kegs and stuff.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, I mean, essentially, like, kind of. I mean, him bartending and stuff. I almost grew up or like around, beer. So
it's really. There's a picture of me. I must have been like 6 months old, but I'm pulling a tap at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, that's.
I'll have to find that picture and send it to you.
Okay,
I'll text my mom.
I have a Dodger Stadium picture because. So, do you know when he started working there?
Let's see. He was, I think 75.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I have. So my mom. So we grew up in Pico Rivera.
Okay.
And she was Miss Pico Rivera, so she got to throw out the first pitch at a Dodger game.
That's so cool.
And I have a picture in my room. I'll send you the picture.
Oh my
of
gosh, do you have a hot mom?
I mean, okay, I'll say this because my buddies would say, like, remember the song Stacy's Mom?
Yeah,
they would say Campa's mom has got it going on. So all the time.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm like, you sons of bitches,
fucking assholes.
Yeah,
lean into it.
Yeah, I'm like, all right,
Come on, guys, that's my mom. Don't say that.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, no. But I mean, she didn't make it any. And I'm not going to get it. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you off there.
I love this. We've taken so many like side trips.
Oh yeah.
We still have one more beer to try too.
Oh yeah. Well,
right.
Let's do it.
All right, Gigawatt. Here you go.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, you get the more full one.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because you halvesies.
Yes, halvesies because I have to go to. I don't have to. I want to.
Oh, Claremont Craft Ales.
Claremont Craft's 12-year anniversary.
They made a pink peppercorn.
Oh, peppers and peaches.
Oh my!
Fucking wonderful.
Fucking yeah! I tried it.
I think
it was episode 50.
Okay.
And I just because every 25 episodes, I'll do like a thank you episode to everybody that's been on.
Okay.
Sick. So for that one, I was like, oh, I saw it at Louis Liquor over in Azusa.
Okay.
Shout out to Louis Liquor, and I tried that. I was like, what is this? Like
this is a taste of peppery sweet heaven.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
And the first like big drink I took, my brain couldn't figure it out.
No, you have to take a few sips and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. And then as it went on, I was like, because I mean, I gave it a good score, but I was like, wait a second. And then as the episode went on, I was like, I went back to it and I was like, but jacked up the thing. I think I gave it a big fat 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree with that. I fully support giving Peppers and Peaches a 10.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Gigawatt, Thickawatt, whatever you want to call it. This recipe was made by Ryan Walton, who's now at 14 Cannons.
Okay.
A lot of our recipes that we're still brewing today were made by him.
I've just the lacing like all the way down. I've never seen a beer do that.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Son of a bitch. That's good.
I know. Who knew beer could be so beautiful?
Yeah.
But yeah, like this batch, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I just finished kegging it off yesterday. The last keg was thick.
There you go.
Call it Thickawatt.
Yeah, we just call it Morgan.
With her little butt shaking.
Yeah.
When she walks.
Yeah.
The dog. I'm sure everyone knows. But to be clear, it's the dog, not the girl. But yeah, like, I love it so much. I used to love hazies as the basic bitch that I am. But I'm kind of leaning towards more lighter beers now, I think, because I'm drinking more beers. Like before I worked in the industry, it was
it's
like
brewer's beer.
Hazies, IPAs. And now I'm like, can I please just have a Coors?
Yeah.
Like light, banquet, anything.
Oh,
Coors.
Yeah. Banquet's great.
Banquet's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the little stubby bottles.
Mm-hmm.
If someone hands me a stubby bottle, I'm going to fall in love with them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's the way to my heart.
Yeah.
Stubby bottle and pizza.
Oh, yeah. I used to, when I make beer brats, I use Coors Banquet.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah. I've seen this thing, I don't know if it's a German tradition or what, but when you're graining out, before you grain out, you stick brats into the grain and it kind of steams them and cooks them because the grain is so hot.
Yeah.
I really want to do that. Like next time I brew a German beer, I think I'm going to get some brats and try doing that.
Yeah, well, you have to text me or call me and be like, hey.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, because I need to have that.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I'll do a bunch.
Yeah.
We're just going to have a cookout.
Just have a cookout in the grain. I mean,
you know what? That's when we should do that round table thing.
Oh, I'm down.
That would be so much fun.
That would be great.
Okay. It's a date. We're going to do this. But yeah, this beer is wonderful. I'm not going to finish it. It's 8.8%.
Ooh.
Which gigawatt. You get the reference?
Back to the Future.
Yeah. So 8.8. Normally, I shoot for 8.5. This time it was a little high, and I was like, okay, I'm crossing my fingers I get 8.8 because that would be such a good day. The day that it was 8.8, I fucking danced around the back. I was like, I did it. This is like the biggest accomplishment of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was really, really happy with this batch. It's 8.8. It's delicious. It did not give me any trouble.
Love it.
Sometimes the beers give me trouble and then I don't want to drink them as punishment to them. Like, obviously they don't have feelings, but I do.
Yeah, they're problem childs.
Yeah, like, ew.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Why don't you just like sell out already? Yeah. But yeah, like these beers are for sure my children. There's a video on my Instagram of, it's from, what's that movie with Anna Kendrick, the singing one?
Oh, yeah, it's like the Glee Club. They're in a Glee Club, right?
Sort of, yeah, like the a cappella one.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yeah, what's the one? Oh, yeah, it's with what's her name too? The Australian.
Yes,
yeah.
So that's the girl I'm thinking of. There's a line that she has in there when Adam, whatever his name is, which he and his wife are so cute together. I think they're having a baby or something. Anyway, she's like, sometimes I think I should do crystal meth. And then I think, better not. And there's a video of me holding this bag of yeast and it's that sound. And then the caption is, sometimes I think I should have kids. And then I think, better not.
Yeah.
Because the yeasty boys are my babies.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it so much. It's so cool. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Are you a big movie buff?
Not really. I like the movies I like. I like Legally Blonde, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You, banger. Save Ferris and that, one of the best soundtracks of all time.
Absolutely. Yeah. I really like, what is it? Animal House.
Oh, it's a classic.
Anything by National Lampoon,
I
can love.
I mean, Christmas Vacation is probably the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Christmas Vacation, anything with Adam Sandler, like pre-2000.
Yeah, well, Click.
Yeah. Click was like the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And then he did Funny People, which I remember going to see Funny People with my dad and we thought it was a comedy and it was depressing as hell.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, what was that?
Yeah.
It's like, Dad, that was an emotional movie.
Yeah. He's like, that's 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.
He was like, I fucking hate this.
He's like, can I get a Heineken?
Yeah. Dad, the movies don't sell alcohol yet. Press the fast forward button.
There you go.
But yeah, I think the very first R-rated or PG-13 movie I saw was Waterboy.
Oh, classic. Which
we have a beer called Tacklin Fuel.
Oh.
Which it's just, it's so good. But
H2O.
High quality H2O.
In that blue bottle?
Yes.
Almost looks like a sky blue vodka bottle.
Oh my gosh, it really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. I love Adam Sandler so much. Anything with him in it back in the day, I love. What else? I don't know. What movies do you like?
Oh, I will watch anything.
Really?
Like I will give it a shot.
Okay. I'll give anything a shot, but I'm also willing to turn it off 15 minutes in.
Oh, same.
Like,
yeah. Like if you're not grabbing me, well, that sounds weird. If you're not catching my attention, then, then there it is. But like Good Will Hunting, Forrest Gump, Top Gun.
Okay.
Young Guns back in the day. Honestly, I love comedies. Like, comedies too, like are great.
Yeah.
And if you can work like it all into one movie, like I don't know, have you ever seen the movie About Time?
No.
Okay, well, if you want the Waterworks to come out one day, just watch that.
Watch that.
Yeah,
I've heard. What's that Iron Claw? Have you seen that with Zac Efron?
Yeah,
I heard that it's emotional and it's going to make you cry.
I did.
I'm avoiding it. I mean, I'm not actively avoiding it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I cried so hard.
Everyone I've talked to has said that.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for a day that I'm not wearing my contacts so I can watch it.
Yeah, because I like wrestling too. So like I'll watch it with like, that's why we'll throw big parties.
Okay. Do you watch the fights?
UFC sometimes, but we'll watch like WWE, like we'll watch like the big ones and we'll all get together and barbecue. So it's like it was a huge thing.
Count me in.
There we go.
I'm inviting myself.
SummerSlam is August 3rd.
Okay, for sure.
So it's a Saturday.
Wonderful.
Gonna make, you know what? I think that's the day I'm making pizza.
Oh. I'll bring beer. I'll bring Subliminal.
Done.
Sick.
Yeah. But yeah, so we would do that. But like, I will literally watch any type of movie, TV show, or like, we talked about Game of Thrones a little bit earlier off air.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as a kid, like Boy Meets World.
Yep.
Topanga was the
10
love
out of
of my
10.
life. Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah.
If I could look half as cute as Topanga, my life would be complete. I just want the volume in her hair.
Oh, yeah. Well, even like, like Sean and Corey, that whole thing. It's like, I always like make fun of me and my buddies were like the same.
Yeah.
We were like growing up together and doing all that stuff. And I don't know how this turned into a TV show and movie podcast, but it happened.
We're talking about everything today. This is wonderful.
I love it. I mean, honestly, and sometimes, and I'll never mention names, but there's times where I'm doing interviews and I feel like, man, like just give me something.
Yeah.
And
Talk to me, baby.
This is the easiest. Like, we've only gone through like half the things.
I haven't even looked at the question list. Yeah. My phone's upside down. I'm not going to look at it.
Oh yeah, my phone's over there, so we're good. Like, but to me, it's just, it makes it that. I mean, when you have somebody on, that just makes it easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I'll tell you something when we're off air. But
sick. Yeah. But I like TV shows. I only got 15 minutes into the first episode of Game of Thrones last night because Nick and Johnny fed me a lot of beer.
Love it.
And then I got home and I ordered pizza and I sat in my bed and I ate my pizza and I think I only had like 2 slices, so not very much. But I fell asleep 15 minutes into the show with the empty plate of pizza on my bed. It was like college Hannah has made a return.
There you go.
A decade later.
That's awesome.
2 decades later? No, 1.
What kind of what toppings?
My go-to is pepperoni, mushroom, and olive. However, I will eat anything. I don't like anchovies, jalapenos, or pineapple.
Okay.
I will, if someone orders pineapple pizza, and depending on the toppings, I might eat it. I'll pick them off, but like the juice isn't going to bug me.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite. I think here, when we order pizza, we get a vegetarian everything and then like a supreme.
Yeah. Yours was just about mine. The only thing is, because you said pepperoni, olives, and mushrooms, I'll just add sausage to that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I've done that before too.
Yeah. So good.
Drunk Hannah last night did not think about it.
She had too much of, what did you call it?
Dumb bitch juice.
I need a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. I love dumb bitch juice.
Yeah.
Which
I'll just call mine dumb ass juice.
Dumb ass juice?
Because I'm kind of a dumbass. So.
Do you watch that 70s show?
I used to. It's been a long time.
Because it reminds me of Red Foreman.
Oh, Red's the best.
Red's the best dad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So sweet.
Yeah.
Good grandpa too.
Yeah, one of the best TV dads of all time.
Yes,
I haven't seen the new show though.
I did. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But also, my standards are low. So the bar is in hell. The bar is in the ground.
Oh, I love it.
Standards have been raised, but yeah, like that show I really enjoyed. Like, obviously, they could do things differently, but I don't care. I mean, I'm not the director.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, I'm just here to be entertained.
Yeah.
Just keep me busy for an hour. Entertain me.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm doing a good job doing
You're doing a great job. Yeah. I'm occupied. This is wonderful.
So we'll jump back to the beer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for the intermission, everyone.
Oh, no, you're great. What's the worst brew day you've ever had?
I was really excited. Oh, sorry. The fan just turned on.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I can cut that out after.
Sick. So the worst brew day I ever had, I've told this story so many times and I might get a little teary-eyed talking about it.
It's okay.
It was a 17-hour brew day. I got here. It was a Friday too. Oh my God. I got here at 6 a.m. to brew a Japanese lager. And this is when I was living in Redlands.
Oh no.
And oh God, the worst day of my life. Like literally not just the worst brew day of my life, the worst day overall of my life.
Wow.
And yeah, so, all right, I get in at 6 a.m. I'm already grained in, water's ready to go. Everything's good to go. The Japanese Pilsner is almost 50-50 flaked rice to Pilsen malt.
Okay.
So it's a lot of flaked rice. Yeah. And I added some rice hulls. I kind of did some research, but it's my very first time brewing the style. I think it was our second time brewing it here ever. Louder is fine, sparger is fine. Everything goes pretty well. It gets into the kettle. It takes a really long time. Normally it takes like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It took 3 hours to move it in. And then maybe it took more than that. I think it took 4 hours to move in. I had to turn off the flame multiple times. I've kind of blocked part of it out, to save myself.
Yeah.
But it took a really, really long time to move everything into the kettle. And then I go to grain out. And this is when things took a turn. So it's 3 p.m. at this point. I haven't started grain out. It's Friday. We do happy hour Fridays for back of house. So at this time I had one other person working with me. And then the distro boys, Nick and Jordan, they knew I was having a shitty day. I texted them and I was like, hey guys, I'm not in a good mood today. Don't ask me for kegs.
Yeah, don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
It's like a miscongeniality.
Yeah.
I'm waxed. I'm whatever. Yeah. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
So they brought me tequila.
Okay.
Wonderful boys. I love them so much. Jordan's now in Kentucky and Nick's still here with me. But They bring me tequila, and Nick is bugging me like, hey, are you going to come drink with us? And I'm like, no, man, I'm still trying to grain out. Like, this graining out's my favorite part of the brew day because it's like a little workout. I get the steam facial from it and everything. It's beautiful. It wouldn't drain. Stuck mash. It was my very first stuck mash.
Yeah.
And I'm normally graining out into like those barrels, like the 55-gallon barrels. And this time it was one of the big white chemical containers.
Oh.
So I'm pulling into that.
Wow.
And there's still a bunch of liquid in there. I open up the door a little bit. It starts dripping out and I see that there's liquid. And I was like, how long is this going to take? So I just let it drip for a bit. 2 hours later, I come back. It's still dripping. And I was like, it's now 6 p.m. I've had one margarita. Everyone has left me. Yeah. I'm here all alone. There are customers here. What do I do?
Yeah. I hate my life.
I want to die. I've been here for, I think at that point it was 12 hours. The beer's already in the tank. The beer's good to go.
Yeah.
But it's Friday. I can't just leave this until the morning. I'm not coming in tomorrow. I'm not driving another 3 hours to come back here just to grain out.
Yeah.
So I opened the door and it was like a fucking flood.
Oh, no.
So it was all the liquid, all the grain, everything splashed out into the container, but I was not being very smart about it. I didn't pull the container back far enough. It kind of ricocheted up and out and flooded the whole back area. So now there's grain and like flaked rice and water everywhere back there. It splashes me and it's hot. Yeah. So I'm now covered in hot grain water.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like in my pants with my boots, sticky and wet and gross and grumpy. And I've only had one margarita, damn it, and no chips and salsa. Like, what the hell? And I have to now squeegee the whole back area. And then I see all the liquid. So everything's slanted. The liquid's going under these built-in shelves that we have.
Oh, no.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna have to move the shelves. So I start pulling everything out frantically and I'm squeegeeing under them and I'm crying while I'm doing this because everyone's gone. I'm back there. There's no music because we already have customers. It's Friday night at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Everyone's drinking except for me. I'm crying. Yeah. And I have my little squeegee pushing it over to the drain. And there's still little marks back there from... Like, I couldn't get everything up and it sat over the weekend because I think I left at 10 p.m. that night. I left after closing.
Jeez.
And the people in the tasting room were so sweet to me. I think Connor was there and he brought me a beer and he was like, I'm so sorry you're still here. What are you doing here? And I was like, having the worst fucking day of my life. Don't talk to me.
Asshole?
Well, I'm just here for fun. Of course, I'm just having fun. But so I squeegeed all that and then I grained out and then getting all the grain out of the mash tun. So after the big flood, there was still a bunch of grain in there that was just stuck. Yeah. And of course, the big barrel is now pushed back from where I normally have it. And I had it angled at just like the wrong angle where I couldn't use the forklift to pull it out from under. I had to use the pallet jack. So I'm also having to pull this really heavy thing up the slant. I don't know. I'm ranting now, but it was the worst day of my life. It was so, so, so bad. I would not wish that brew day on anyone. And then I actually brewed it Tuesday this week.
Nice.
And it was perfect. It was a 7-hour brew day. Very, very normal for me. It was wonderful. And the beer is bubbling now. And
love it.
I can't wait to drink it. But last year.
Well, when will it be done?
6 weeks from now. It'll be ready to go. Yeah. So I think, what is that? Late.
That might be
July.
that might be the weekend of SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Pizza SummerSlam.
Dude. So, July 31st, I think, is the release date.
Okay.
And so it's for the Pilsner Project. Every summer I do a Pilsner Project. 3 Pilsners, German, Czech, and Japanese are this year. So good. And they're like very traditionally brewed, just 2 style. They're so good. But I hope this one tastes as good as last year because last year I feel like maybe it was good because my tears made it better.
Yeah.
But last year was a very emotional brew. This year was a lot better. It was nicer to me. And also I was thinking about it and I was like, damn, I've grown a lot in the last year. Like that's just like brewing that one and then brewing this one. I don't know what exactly I did differently, but I must have done something differently because it's the exact same tank from last year, exact same brew system. Nothing has changed. but I cut 10 hours. Like, what have I done? This is great. Though. The growth is there.
Yeah.
And that's, it's really cool to actually see because I'm so close. You know, I don't know when I'm growing and when I'm improving and whatever, but seeing that was really, really cool. But yeah, worst day of my life.
Yeah.
They all texted me at like 10 p.m. and they were like, hey, are you still there? And it was like, I'm in the parking lot trying to get the motivation to drive home.
Yeah, trying to start my car. We were debating whether to start your car.
I don't know if it was the same day, but there was a day where I had a really long brew day. And then on my way home, I got a flat tire.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. It was the worst. And I was calling my ex-husband like, hey, I don't know what to do. And he wasn't answering. I called him 5 or 6 times. He didn't answer. I called my mom. She doesn't answer. I called my dad. He doesn't answer. And I was like, I'm all alone. Yeah. This is so sad. So I ended up calling AAA because I'm an adult and I can do it myself, but I just didn't want to. And
you had a bad day.
Yeah, I had a bad day. I didn't want to have to call AAA. I wanted someone to come help me. I wanted someone else to call for me. But yeah, so man, that one wasn't as bad. I don't remember what I was brewing, but brewing that Japanese Pilsner fucked me up.
Yeah. We all have our days, right?
Yeah.
Like we have our days. That sounded like a really, really bad day.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Yeah. But I mean, now like you said, you cut 10 hours off.
Cut 10 hours off.
That's fucking awesome.
That's really, really great.
Yeah.
I'm sure payroll was happy about that.
Yeah.
I got mad overtime for that.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is great.
Yeah. Double time, triple time, time and a half, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Emotional damage done.
Yeah, emotional damage is done. I'm never coming back from that.
Yeah, right? No, I really learned a lot from that because I was like, because I had so much time to just sit there and think about what I've done. Like, I basically, the beer put me on a timeout and it was like, you know, sit here and think about what you've done.
Yeah. Try again.
So sorry.
I didn't
I'll
mean
never do it again. But yeah, I'm very grateful that I had that experience and that I have improved from it. And that I also had my friends in the tasting room to give me beer. And like the food truck was really nice. They saw me struggling and they brought me food without me asking.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which just
it warms your heart.
Man, when the vendors bring you food or they come up to you and they're like, hey, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, not do you want something, but what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, I'll marry you.
Chef's kiss.
Yes. I love it so much. It was so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
I was going to ask you, because one thing I always love to ask people is like their favorite, like, you know, like thing to eat with a beer. But I mean, we've already kind of talked about pizza.
Yeah.
But I always ask like whether pizza, wings, tacos, or beer.
Yeah.
I mean, or
I saw
burgers.
your poll on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think I said tacos on Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's like my food truck choice.
Yeah.
But if I'm at home drinking a beer, pizza.
Pizza in my heart.
Pizza for sure. Yeah. I think wings are the only option that I wouldn't have.
Okay.
I'm not a big wings girl, but I don't like spicy food. So
gotcha.
I also don't like blue cheese or ranch, which actually...
same. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like it spicy, but I just don't like blue cheese or ranch. To me, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, like why...
If I'm going to eat something spicy, I want the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to cool it down.
No, we don't want that. Yeah. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Love
pizza, tacos, burgers.
Have you ever been to Bomb Diggity?
I haven't.
Okay, you definitely got to go
but
there.
It's right next to my apartment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I could walk there.
Yeah. Me and my buddy I was telling you about who lives down the street. Shout out to my buddy Mario and my goddaughter and godson. We would, every time I come out, that's usually where we go.
They have good beers.
Yeah, they have great beers and they have really good burgers and, you know, hot dogs, I think, too.
Yeah. My roommate goes there every Tuesday because that's her Friday.
Okay.
So she'll go there and then go to Stout House down the street because we can walk to both. So we'll walk to... Andy's so funny. Yeah. He just walked back and gave us a look.
Yeah.
A good look, not a bad look.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll walk to Bomb Diggity and then walk to Stout House right down the street.
Awesome.
And then I don't know if she Ubers or walks home, but somehow she gets home alive.
There you go.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to make the drunk walk. Me and my buddies used to make the drunk walk to In-N-Out when we were kids.
When you were kids? Adulty kids? Young adults.
19, 20, maybe 21.
Yeah.
Probably,
I was such a goody
16.
two-shoes. I didn't drink before I was like 20, 21.
Wow.
Yeah. Except one time when I was 15, maybe 16 years old, I drank a ton of vodka with a Monster energy drink.
Oh, okay.
To this day, I can't drink Monsters. The smell takes me back.
Yeah. I used to do Rockstar and vodka.
Oof.
back in the day. It was like, but now, honestly, that was like 16, 17 year old Mike.
Yeah.
Or Jonathan.
I was going to ask, which name do you...
Oh, my real name is Jonathan.
Yes.
But yeah, everybody always asks
on the podcast is Mike.
Yeah, on the podcast it's Mike. I'll tell you why afterwards.
Sick.
But yeah, like growing up, like I was like, man, like when I look back, I'm like, fuck, I was drinking an upper and a downer at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, how did my heart survive?
I don't know, because you were so young.
Yeah.
Doing that now, I mean, it's like a Four Loko.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
No, and honestly, with espresso martinis, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I'll get the shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually bought canned ones from Trader Joe's. I had one and I haven't had one since because I'm just like, this is far too much.
I didn't even know Trader Joe's made that.
Yeah. They're like really cute, tiny 4-ounce cans, maybe 5 ounce. They're so stubby and tiny. They're adorable. I bought them because they're adorable. I love stubbies. But yeah, the bottles, the cans. The dogs, little stubby dogs, so cute.
Yeah.
Those stubby cats, adorable. But yeah, I don't understand how people can drink multiple espresso martinis. Like, good for you. You are a fucking champ.
Yeah, you're a trooper.
Yeah. Four Lokos. Never had one, never will.
Same.
Ugh. I can't
touch the stuff now.
No. We're old. I don't know how old you are, but we're
37.
Okay.
Wait. What year is it? 2024.
2024. What year were you born?
87. So it's 37.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
Someone thought I was 25 the other day.
Yeah. What?
Someone thought I was 25 the other day. I'm 32.
Oh,
and I was
I would have been in that.
Excuse me. Thank you so much.
Honestly, I thought maybe you're like maybe 25, 26, 27, maybe.
Sick. So. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's all that skincare.
You can get.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Sunblock. Wear your sunblock, people.
Twinkle, twinkle, ladies. or and guys too, I guess.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
Everyone should be doing skincare.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. She'll jump in the pool later. She'll be fine.
She's so cute. She's chilling under your chair.
Oh, yeah. That's all she does.
I love it.
So when we come, it's just like, come to a brewery. She just lays there.
Nice.
But I know you have somewhere to be after. I don't want to keep you too long.
Got a hot date?
Yeah. hot date at Claremont Craft House.
Hey. It's the only place I want to go on a hot date.
Oh, there you go. And they had great beer.
Great beer.
Phenomenal
Peppers and
beer.
Peaches.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other places around here have really great beers.
Yeah.
Old Stump has some good ones.
Okay.
I like Jeff there. Jeff and Graham, shout out to them, the brewers at Old Stump, which I hesitate every single time I say it because we have cutesy names for all the breweries around here. Do you want to hear a couple?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. So Claremont Craft Ales. I'll preface this by saying I love all these breweries and all these people, and I wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't confident with my friendship with them.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk shit. Talking shit is my love
language.
That's
what I say. If I don't talk shit about you or talk shit to you, it means I don't love you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Claremont Craft Ales is Claremont Crap Ales. Hamilton's is Shambletons.
Shambletons.
Old Stump is Old Dump.
There we go.
Vendetta used to be called Revolt, and then they changed their name, and we would call them Repulse.
Yeah.
And then we are Last Place Brewing.
Oh, love it. I love it.
Yeah. So those are just a few of them. Our distro guy would drive around bored just thinking of cutesy names for the local breweries. And
that's great.
Yeah. Those are some of them.
That's awesome.
But yeah. And I think I've said all them to their face. Like the guys from Old Stump and I go to hockey games a lot during the season.
Oh, you're a hockey fan?
I'm a hockey fan.
Oh,
okay. I'm also a huge baseball fan.
Okay.
I prefer...
I'm assuming the Dodgers, obviously, because you're dad.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So I am a Dodgers fan because of my dad. The guy I'm seeing right now is an Angels fan.
Okay.
Which, it's okay. We forgive him.
Yeah.
There we go with another balloon.
Yeah.
I just like baseball in general. I'll show you my hat.
Okay. What is hot girls like baseball? There you go.
So every year I go to spring training and
nice.
I don't care which teams I see. I'm just trying to go to all the stadiums and see as many teams as I possibly can because like those guys get traded all the time. I don't know where they're going to end up. I just want to see them.
Of course.
But I have a Giants hat and I got that because I was at their stadium. I have a Cubs hat, Cubs t-shirt, not Cubs or Giants fan, but yeah, like Dodgers are my team, but I'll also wear stuff from other teams. Like I have an Angels jersey.
Okay.
I'll wear that with shame.
Hey, it happens.
It happens, whatever.
Yeah, my uncle's a big Angel fan, so.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Kleenex for Christmas.
Yeah. So, I've been a Braves fan almost my whole life.
Okay, cool. But yeah, baseball in general, I'm not going to discriminate. I watch all the teams, but Dodgers are like my team.
Love it.
Love them. Yeah. and hockey too. I like going to Reign games.
Okay.
I don't
Ontario Reign.
Yeah,
nice.
Ontario Reign. I know they're a feeder for Kings, but I'm not necessarily a Kings fan.
Okay.
I'm also not a Ducks fan.
Okay.
Yet we'll see.
Do you have a team?
I don't have a major league team.
There's a team in Colorado, like a small little team in Colorado called the Avalanche. If you want to jump on,
I've heard of them.
Water's fine.
Yeah,
Water's fine.
I love Colorado.
Yeah,
maybe I will.
Yeah,
I can't be a Rockies fan, but Avalanche. I could. Okay, I get behind that. I support that. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch some more games to like pick a team, but
you got to do it.
Yeah,
you got to have your allegiances, right?
I know. I'm actually for football. I'm a football fan.
Okay.
I don't have. I mean, I'm a Swiftie. I've said that before.
Yeah, so
obviously,
Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs because Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Also Packers because I love they're just leaning into the cheese.
Oh yeah.
Like I want a cheese hat.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. I'm in.
I have an extra one.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
Got it.
But for college, I'm a Notre Dame fan. Oh. Notre Dame through and through. I thought
love
this was
the
Irish.
The greatest interview of all time, and then
I just dumped it. I'm so sorry.
I'm just kidding. No,
our lacrosse team just won NCAA.
That's awesome.
Second year in a row.
Yeah, no, my grandpa was a huge Notre Dame fan. Like a lot of my family is. I just because I followed my dad's college football team when he was SC, so that was like the whole thing. I know we're gross. Yeah, we're so gross.
I would do literally anything in the world before I was a USC fan.
Got it. I have Tommy Trojan tattooed on my back.
I'm so sorry. Remind me never to go swimming with you. Maybe I'll get you drunk and bring a Sharpie or something.
Oh, there we go. Every once in a while, it looks like he has. I was going to make a bad joke.
Make a bad joke.
Make a bad joke, yeah.
Well, you got to finish it now.
I was saying because every once in a while, it looks like he has a pimple on his nose. I'm like,
he's a witch.
Yeah,
with a capital B.
Yeah, he's one of the witches from Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that why you guys have lacrosse on the TV?
No.
Okay, I was curious,
but that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, Notre Dame's my team. UCLA is my secondary team.
Yeah, I cheer for them for my brother because he's a UCLA fan. So
cool.
As long as they're not playing each other, we'll cheer for each other's teams.
Okay, I support that. That's a good brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as Angels aren't playing Dodgers, which is happening today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow.
Angels won yesterday. I'm sure you're catching some shit from your guy there.
I actually haven't talked to him since.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We're going to talk about it today, and I'm just ready for it. He's going to be in such a good mood. I'm so
sure
happy.
He is, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be great. When the Angels win, I win.
There you go.
Yeah. We love a happy partner.
There you go.
So that's the reason I cheer for the Angels. But yeah, like I went to the USC Notre Dame game last year at the Coliseum.
Okay.
And that was a weird experience.
Yeah.
Like USC is totally a cult. Yeah. My cousin went there.
Yeah.
And it's totally a cult. Like, I mean, it's just, I support it.
Yeah.
It's good for you guys.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Oh, yeah, they get wild.
They get real wild. I love it. I'm here for it. Like, I wish every fandom had that kind of intense love for their team.
Oh, yeah. And I grew up going to tailgates as a kid. So, like, it was,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tailgates are fun. Tailgates are a good time.
Oh, it's always great.
This just got real busy.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone just showed up.
Popping off now.
I think the surprise is about to happen.
Oh, is that okay?
Okay, so we are doing an interview right in the middle of a surprise party.
Yeah. So, yeah. And we're back.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah. And
we're getting a round of applause.
Yeah, wedding anniversary.
50 years. That's a long time.
Yeah. But was it really for them or was it for the show?
For the show.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was for us. Okay, well, cheers. You have the Nick mug. I have the Dumb Bitch mug.
Love it.
So you are drinking Subliminal.
Okay.
Probably 19 ounces of it. I have our wit beer and Hefeweizen. So Hefeweizen we tried. That's our Pink Boots brew from this year. I don't think I told you about it before we tried it.
Okay.
But it was a very fun brew day. We watched High School Musical and drank beer.
We're all in this together?
Yes, it was so much fun. So Hefeweizen is kind of a tame Hefeweizen.
Okay.
It's a little less banana, more clove, but very like approachable, very subtle. I wanted it to be something that everyone would enjoy, even if they don't necessarily like the style.
Yeah.
It's not aggressive. It's not in your face. It's pretty chill. And I try to do that with all my Pink Boots beers because I think sometimes having heavier beers is not what the girls want.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just want like a light, chill beer. Like I want hints of the style, but we don't want to be blown away.
Yeah, of course.
So I try to make all of our Pink Toots beers approachable to new beer drinkers because, traditionally men are the beer drinkers, not the ladies, which trying to change that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So anyway, I mixed Witty and Hefeweizen. So Witty is my favorite beer to brew.
Okay. Is that Get Witty with it?
Get Witty with it.
Love it. I love all the freaking names.
The names are wonderful.
The names are the best.
Hale Stratton.
Yeah.
From the hop, because it's made with Strata hops. Let's see. Seltzery Binks. That one was a fun one to make. I like the cat. So the sign has a cat on it.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the Sabrina Bink.
The Teenage Witch?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my favorite show to watch growing up.
Yeah. What was it? TGIF?
Yes.
The best.
So good.
Yeah.
But anyway, my beer is a mix of, it's 50-50 Hefeweizen and Witty.
Okay.
Witty I love to make because the grain bill is very straightforward. It's really easy. It has a really good lauter. Like it's not difficult. It's also not super heavy to load. So brewing the wit beer is fun because the grain bill is super straightforward, and you also get to add coriander and fresh orange peel.
Ooh.
So that's like at the end during Whirlpool.
I was about to say, girl, you fancy.
Fancy as baby. It's so good. It smells like the whole brewery smells like coriander and orange, and it's just great. Like it's a Bath and Body Works. It smells delicious. And it's my favorite beer to drink too because it's pretty light. Like it's not filling and it's low ABV.
Awesome.
Crushable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you want.
Yeah. And it's really good to mix with orange juice for the morning.
Okay.
I don't drink champagne. So if I'm doing a mimosa, I'll do a beer mosa with the wit beer.
Love it.
So good.
I don't think I've ever had a beer mosa.
Really?
No.
I have orange juice in there.
Okay. We might have to try a little one. Yeah.
We can do like a little 4-ounce one.
For sure.
A little sample.
I love it.
Yeah. All right.
So one thing I was up to ask too is like your desert island beer.
Okay. I have 2.
Okay.
And I was actually thinking about this. Desert island, is that like a deserted island where I'm all by myself and I'm trying to survive and I'm just like enjoying it? Or is it a desert island where I'm like chilling on the beach and I have access to food?
Let's say it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Like you have like you're by yourself, but you have all the amenities too.
Okay.
Yeah. You own your own island.
Oh, sick. Okay. Because I was maybe a little stony baloney the other night.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it and I was like, desert island? What is that? Yeah. What does that even mean?
The Professor and Mary and...
Yeah. Okay. So Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is number 1 go-to. However, Coors Banquet.
Love it.
Also,
perfect.
Because I feel like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is not going to be super good when it's warm.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's a hot island, why would I want a beer that's not going to be good when it's...
Exactly. You need something crushable, too.
Coors is the same no matter what temperature, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my go-to.
I love it.
Me too. What's yours?
Man, that's tough. Probably IPA-wise? Oh, man. Probably, gosh, they made... West Coast Pills at ISM that it was made with like Rawaka and Motueka. I was like, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it was like, that might be like my IPA, I guess, kind of version.
Okay.
But if I was going to drink just like a domestic, probably Coors Banquet.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's easy. It's, you know what you're getting from it every time.
Oh, yeah. The expectations are met.
You can just lay in the water and have a Coors and you're fine.
I have to add a third one to mine, actually.
Okay, I love
PBR.
It. Oh, okay.
PBR is my favorite shit beer. I will drink PBR till the day I die. I love it so much.
As me and my buddies, we used to have, we called it our man house. And then we also had a smoke room. So we would smoke cigarettes in there and we'd drink beer.
Yeah.
And cigars. And we had 2 kegs in there. We had 2 kegerators. And one of them was Stone IPA.
Nice.
And the other was PBR.
Oh. The dream.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like, why didn't I know you back then?
I know, seriously. Well, it was a man cave. I may have not been invited in.
Yeah.
But maybe
everyone was invited.
I'm pretty cool.
We had toga parties. We had all this stuff. Like, we didn't even have a dining table. As soon as you walked in, it was a pool table into the house. So.
As it should be.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So I have to tell you the story about Big Lou. So.
Yes. Yeah, because we're outside. We go ahead to
We're in the hop garden now. So On the patio here at Last Name, Crick is our mad scientist. He has cultivated this beautiful hop garden. So the hops are growing up the wall, up the grapevines. There's literal grapevines, and it creates like this really nice covering. There's some stale shades, but we have named all of the hops after people because we really don't know what kind of hops they are.
Yeah.
So we know one of them was not stolen, but given to us without them knowing from Sierra Nevada.
Okay.
Someone that we know went up there for one of their like beer camp brew day thingies or whatever, and they were handed a clipping, and they may have kept that clipping and cultivated it, and now we have hops growing. So anyway, there's one called Julie because she used to work here. Karen, that's the owner's wife. Joe, that's the owner's son. Joe grows the fastest, and they named that one when he was in a big growth spurt. So then we're sitting next to Big Lou.
Yeah.
And Big Lou is the one named after me.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big person. I'm 5'2" on a good day. With boots, I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
And so in college, I played upright bass in the orchestra, and the bass is like 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I was also the only girl in that section.
Wow.
So it was like these two guys, and they were like, man, people must be so surprised when they see you come out because they're expecting like this big, like I also played in the jazz band. They were like,
oh, wow.
They're expecting some like big dude to come out that's like playing bass, slapping the bass. Like, traditional jazz bassists are like bigger dudes. And then I would pop out and I have to wear heels to be able to reach all my chords.
Yeah.
And so my middle name is Lou. Okay. And my mom called me Little Lou, and I told them this.
Okay.
And they were like, nah, man, you're Big Lou from now on.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So my nickname is Big Lou.
Okay.
And we also changed the spelling of it. So it's spelled L-O-U, not L-U. But yeah, Big Lou is my nickname.
Did your mom call you Little Lou, like, because like Little Lulu, like the cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I used to love that cartoon as a kid.
It's a good cartoon.
Oh, it's a great cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Big Lou came to fruition in like 2010, and it stuck.
Okay.
The guy that came up with it is actually the guy that did most of the tattoos on my arm.
Okay. I was going to ask you about your tattoos, but
yeah, he's super cool. He did this one. This is a big cover up. It's a butterfly knife.
Okay.
Covered up some words, and then he did the flowers and the strawberries and everything.
And you have a dream catcher on that one?
I do. I have a little dream catcher. I'm considering getting it covered up. I'm not 100% sure yet. I like it, but I don't know if I love it.
Yeah.
This one, I have the little swallow with the 2 hearts with the banner, and the banner's empty because I don't know what I want in it yet. I'm not getting a name because no names, no dates.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. We'll see. I might get my cat's name when she dies.
Oh, there you go.
I love my cat.
Yeah.
She's my angel baby.
The Duchess.
Yes, the Duchess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the story of the Big Lou hops.
I love it. And I love that, you're like the tattoos and stuff like that. Because I mean, I've always wanted more, but mine are super nerdy. Well, no, I guess not nerdy, but Tommy's over here. It's so faded now, but it's old.
Yeah.
But it's Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi.
Sick.
And it says there is no death, there is the Force.
Yep.
And then the 3 flowers were for when I only had 3 nieces and nephews.
Okay.
Morgan is loving those
She
vines.
loves Big Lou.
Yeah.
She fucking loves Big Lou. This is wonderful. She's like biting the grapevines. So the grapevines die off every year, and we just leave the sticks up, kind of a trail for the hops to grow up.
Yeah.
And she's biting these sticks.
Yeah.
Look at her go.
Yeah.
I kind of want to pull one off for her just to help her out. But I feel like...
Oh, no, she got one.
She got one?
Yeah, she got one. And I'm just going to leave this all in, too. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Not me.
It's been a great freaking day. I mean, it is warm, but it's freaking gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love the tap room. I love the back.
Thanks.
I love the No Weenies Allowed clubhouse.
Dude, it's
I
wonderful.
love everything about this place. And honestly, you're an absolute sweetheart. So I appreciate you, wanting to do this.
Yeah, of course. This is fun. This is my very first podcast ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Honestly, I feel like, man, I want you on for the Brewers Roundtable, but we'll probably have to do just a second episode.
I support that.
Like, it'd be like, instead of like, I was going to quote Star Wars. I won't do that.
It.
I was going to say, like, instead of the Sith returns, Hannah returns.
Can we name it that?
Yeah, we'll name it.
Call me the Sith. I don't care.
There we go. She's a Scorpio, ladies and gentlemen.
The black cat matches the vibe. There was this, I was on Instagram Reel, like scrolling through Reels this morning, and there was this girl doing a dance to Hot to Go by Chapel whatever.
Okay.
That song is like popping off right now. It's really good. Yeah. I pulled up listening to it. I love that song so much. But she was dressed like Darth Maul.
Oh.
And she was like dancing to the song, and I was like, man, I would never paint my face red and black, but if I was going to, I would wear that outfit and do that. Like, what she did was so beautiful. I'll have to send it to you, but it was really cool. I love Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I mean, to me, like growing up as a kid, that was like that's my childhood. It's everything for me. Like, some of the newer stuff I don't really care for, but I do love, like, I can throw on the old ones or the prequels any day of the week.
Same. I haven't watched many of the new like Disney Plus episodes, like the TV shows. Yeah, I think I watched the first.
It's been kind of rough.
It's been a little rough. I watched the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, and then I was like, I cannot stomach this. Yeah. But my cousin's roommate is one of the camera guys for Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
He's been sending me BTS stuff.
Oh,
it's really fucking cool.
Okay, I won't say anything, but can I see it off air?
Yes.
Because I won't.
I'll have to find the picture.
That's fine.
But he sent me a picture of Grogu.
Okay.
Like off camera, and I was like, man,
I want to see that. I
knew it was a puppet, but I didn't realize it was a puppet.
Yeah.
Like all the leg, it's someone's hand.
Yeah.
Doing the little pew 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 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I
love it.
It's really cool. It's really, awesome. Really cool to see all the behind the scenes stuff. I guess he also worked on Rust.
Okay.
That was the one where what's his face shot someone.
Oh yeah, with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Yeah. I don't know. That was the whole thing. I didn't really want to get into it, ask him about it too much because I felt it was touchy.
Oh, of course, yeah, and it's probably I'm sure there's NDAs and all that.
He
sort
has.
of stuff,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I usually ask him about things 5 years after they happen because I know that's when he can talk about it. And like I've known this guy for 15 years now. He's like another cousin to me. So I'm like not shy with asking him shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll tell me what he can't. My cousin used to work in the film industry too, so I'll like ask him stuff, and
that's awesome.
They'll tell me all these wild stories.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. But yeah, Grogu was a puppet. Yeah. I knew, but I didn't put it together.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably some parts they CGI, but I mean, I thought it was cool that they brought back the puppets for it.
Yeah, I think puppets are cool.
Yeah.
I wonder who the hand actor was.
Yeah. Good the hand actor. Was it Joey saying Friends? He's like, we're hand twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Friends. I think I was watching Friends last night or like at some point yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. How is the full pour of the Subliminal? Just as good as the sample?
Just as good as that
Hell
one.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. That makes me really happy.
I'm looking at your sticker. I'm sorry. Because the sticker caught my eye.
Oh no. I kind of figured this was coming. So my water bottle's sitting here next to me, and it's covered in stickers. We'll finish
with that. I mean, I just thought that was like, happened to look over. I was like, what does that say?
It says smut slut.
Yeah.
Do you know what smut is?
No.
Oh man, I'm about to rock your world,
baby.
Here
we go.
Smut is a genre of books. So I read a lot.
Oh, same.
I read so much. Smut is like dirty romance books.
Oh, okay. So like, what's the girl's
Not
name?
like 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, no.
I think that's one of them, but...
Is it like almost like the pirate fantasy kind of ones?
Yeah.
Or like the romance novels?
Yeah, I read a lot of hockey romance.
Hockey romance?
Dude.
That's a thing?
There's a niche for everything, and like there are probably a couple hundred hockey romance books. I'm reading a baseball romance right now because it's baseball season. I try to stick with the seasons. I went to Barnes & Noble, and the guy I'm seeing bought me a couple books, and I was like, this is the peak romance. Yeah. Like, you're buying me, like, baseball books.
Yeah.
About fucking. This is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, smut is, like, open door romance. Yeah. So closed door romance is, like, where they, like, they're on the couch, and they're making out, and then he, like, took off her shirt, and then next chapter is the next morning, and it's
something's engorged.
Yes. Oh no. The sheets are all on the floor. Yeah. What happened? So like Twilight has a closed door romance scene, I think in the 4th book.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
It's totally a thing. There's always a thing.
Yeah.
Especially in romance books.
There's always a niche market, so.
But yeah, like there's baseball romance, hockey romances. There's a Formula 1 racing romance book.
Wow.
Yeah. Which, quick to the finish, I don't know if that's something that anyone would really like.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's there. But yeah, smut slut. I am a slut for smut books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
The
Learn
boys,
something new every day.
Right? The boys at work will make fun of me because sometimes after work, I'll sit in my clubhouse, and I know Weenie's Allowed clubhouse, with a beer in my book, and they're like, "Are you reading your dirty romance books?" And I'm like, "Yes, don't bother me."
Are you reading your dirty books again?
Yes, I am. Do you want me to read out loud to you? Yeah. They used to do that. I would read at the bar, and a guy that used to work in the tasting room, he moved back to Colorado now, Avery, cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He would make me read what I was reading out loud. He would be like, "Hannah, you have to read to the class now." And I would just sit there with a straight face reading these, like, I don't want to say gory, that's not the right word, but like explicit, graphic things. And the boys would just be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Take notes, babies."
They're like, "We got to go to the bathroom now."
Yeah. I need 5 minutes.
Yeah. I can't walk away.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Tuck. But yeah, so that's what the smut slut thing is. There's also one that says professional overthinker, because that is me.
Okay.
There's the black cat. Oh, this one, good girls read dark romance.
Okay.
And then it's the hands tied up. I've actually never read a dark romance book, so I'm a poser for having that sticker.
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, I'm going to ask you one more thing before we finish up, because I know you like burgers too.
Yes.
What's your favorite burger? Or do you like In-N-Out, I'm assuming?
I like In-N-Out. It's not my favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite burger?
I judge by French fries that go with the burger.
Okay.
You can't have burger without fries. There's this food truck that always pops up they're at Claremont Craft today, the Burger Gang. The Burger Game.
So that's why you're going. I'm just
one of the reasons. They have really, really good fries.
Okay.
And their burgers are so good.
Yeah.
The last time I introduced a friend to their burgers, we each got one, and he went up for seconds. And he was like, "I need another." I'm not
burgers?
even hungry. Yeah.
Okay.
I love a smash burger. I am really shitty at making beef at home. Like, I can't cook a steak. I'm a really good cook, but I can't cook a steak. I can't make a burger.
Yeah.
Like,
burgers are my specialty.
Okay.
Or one of them.
One of them, along with pizza, which I can't wait to try.
Pizza, Italian food, burgers.
Yeah, I'm really good. I make a really good chicken parm.
Okay.
It's been rated 9 out of 10 by multiple people.
Dang.
10 out of 10 by my roommate.
There it is.
I think she's staying on my good side, though. But yeah, I love cooking. It's super fun. But yeah, I can't make a steak or a burger to save my life. Like,
okay.
I don't know. Maybe if there was a gun to my head, I could, but probably not.
All right. Well, for SummerSlam, when you come down for pizza, I will, on the side, I'll do one on the flat top.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. So what I started doing is I'll freeze some bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll toss it in the food processor. So it's like super fine. And then I'll mix it with the ground beef.
Nice.
And then I'm giving away all my secrets.
Then do you add an egg?
No.
Okay.
So just the meat like that, all meat. Yeah. All meat all the time. It's like my mom's here. Just kidding, Mom. Love you. So I mean, I just make them into meatballs and smash them down, do that whole thing, make sure they're all crispy and beautiful and delicious.
Yep.
And then I do jalapenos.
Okay.
And I'll make my own kind of chipotle aioli, but I'll also add like Cajun seasoning to it and jalapeno juice, like the vinegar and jalapenos. Yeah. And sometimes if I'm feeling a little froggy, like I'll throw in like a diced habaneros.
Ooh. Okay, you just said feeling a little froggy. I haven't heard that in a long ass time.
You're welcome.
I thought you were going to say feeling a little spicy.
Oh, either way.
But either way.
Yeah, either way. It's like
spicy.
It's like, me and my brother say like, "Leap, motherfucker."
I love
it. Oh, man.
Okay, I can't wait to try one of the burgers.
This is easily becoming one of my favorite episodes I've ever done.
Really?
Easily.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah. I love talking to people.
Oh, it's great.
I'll talk to you all day. We've been recording for an hour and a half?
So the episode's almost at an hour and 45.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it's going to be a long one.
I love that. That's okay. Sorry, everyone.
No.
Sorry, not sorry.
No. People love that because then they have extra, because I post every week. So, and we'll talk about when this one's getting released after. But
for sure.
No, this has been an absolute blast for me.
Yeah, this has been super fun. Thank you for popping my podcast cherry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate you being gentle.
Yeah.
Worked out well.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you think you gotta force it in, but sometimes you gotta be gentle. So
no, it was great. We had lots of lubrication with Herfeweizen, Gigawatt, Runway, Dandy Ale, Subliminal, Buzz Light Beer,
1.21 gigawatts.
Yes.
Or gigawatts, whatever he says.
I don't know. Is it gigawatt or gigawatt?
I think it says gigawatts.
This needs to be a poll. Is it gigawatt or gigawatt?
I think I have to do that. That'll be the thing.
That'll be the poll?
That'll be the poll next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll have to do that.
I support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
And I want to do one where it's like, which one? Because I did the Indiana Jones one a couple weeks ago. But I want to know which one's the better Back to the Future, 1 or 2.
Oh, you're making people choose?
Yeah. Because I made my sister choose because she likes the
I
Temple
always
of
choose
Doom.
one. I always choose one. The first one
Raiders
is
of the Lost
always...
Ark for Indiana Jones for me. Or Last Crusade. I don't know. It's tough.
It's tough. If anyone says Crystal Skull, though, you can tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, then you can tell them, like, maybe watch a better movie, dumbass.
Maybe, like, open your eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe get, like, new contacts. Film? Maybe just, like, I don't know, find a parking lot and, like, lie down under a car.
Exactly. Or, like, a Hummer, for that matter.
Anything. A tank. Go down to Coronado, lie down underneath a tank.
Either way.
Okay, so going back to Vendetta, I've mentioned them a couple times now. God, Morgie is just loving these sticks.
Yeah, she was
the Big Lou stick specifically. She's like in heaven.
She's like, I need me some Big Lou in my life.
Everyone needs some Big Lou in their life. I don't think they realize it, but everyone needs Big Lou in their life. I will support the shit out of everyone.
Oh, that's great.
Look at her go.
I
Damn.
know.
Okay.
And now she wants to lay down.
Oh, good for her. She deserves it. She worked hard getting that stick off.
Yeah.
The smut slut's back, baby.
There it is. Twinkle, twinkle, fuckers. Oh,
this is fun.
No, this is
But
great.
going back to Vendetta, they have 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
Their back of house bathroom area has good movie posters, like movie posters of good movies. So like Raiders of the Lost Ark is up there.
Okay.
Their front of house, so their tasting room bathroom has shitty movie posters.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever go there, take a picture of their 2 bathrooms.
I'm down.
Ask them about it. Like, it's so funny because they have the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito movie. What was that? Twins. They have the Twins movie up in the bad one.
Wow.
They have Crystal Skull. They have
I love Twins.
They have some taste. I've never seen Twins, so I can't say whether they are right or wrong.
I will tell you a story about Twins.
Off air, on air.
Right now. It's fine. My mom gives us a gift every year to me and my brother Jake. We look nothing alike. We have different dads. But he, so in the movie, obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger is the big guy, right? The tall guy.
Yeah.
Dan DeVito's the shorter guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the shorter guy.
Okay.
So I'm Dan and DeVito.
Wonderful.
And my brother's Arnold. All right, so we're talking about cheers, and my laptop overheated.
Oh, no.
I think it's just because,
it's hot as fuck outside.
Yeah, because it is pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm going to check the temperature.
Well, yeah, so I was telling you about how Vincent and Julius, like, one's a tall one, one's a short one.
Yes.
And so my mom gives me and my brother a gift every year to Vincent and Julius. So it's like, I'm the shit. Like, I'm Danny DeVito and he's Arnold. I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
Well,
but,
you know. I think I would rather be Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it's funnier.
It's funnier, and also, like, you got to work with Charlie whatever.
Yeah.
On...
Always Sunny?
Always Sunny.
Oh, it's great. Fucking love that show. So great.
And you weren't the governor.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to be the governor.
I don't have to deal with politics. Yeah.
Exactly. I would choose Philadelphia over politics any day.
Yeah.
And I'm not an Eagles fan.
Yeah. And you can have Philly cheesesteaks whenever you want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
So good.
Yeah. All right. Well.
This is fun.
No, it's been great. Should we do a chug to end the episode?
A chug?
We might not be able to hear it because the way I edit everything, it cuts out silences. But anyway, it's a chug.
Okay.
Or maybe a little chug. Because I know you got to.
A baby chug.
Yeah,
I'm down
chug.
though.
Yeah.
And this is, what are you drinking? You're drinking Subliminal.
Subliminal.
I have Buzz Light beer.
Love it.
So to infinity and beyond.
Yeah. To when this episode airs, and people are going to be like, they were all over the place.
This is also, before we chug, this is my first time publicly saying that I'm seeing someone after the divorce.
Okay.
So, I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I might need it.
What do you, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
For all you perverts out there, she's taken.
Finally.
Yeah.
He opens the door for me.
No, but Hannah, this has been super fun.
This has been wonderful.
And I know we've been all over the place, but like I said, easily might be my favorite episode I've ever recorded.
Yeah.
Because we didn't, I fairly didn't feel like I had to ask anything. Like, it was just like we were
the conversation flowed.
Yeah, exactly.
This renewed my hope in podcasts.
Sure. Well, I mean,
I like podcasts, but not all of them. Yeah. You should say you're welcome.
Yeah.
You did a good job. You're an excellent host.
Appreciate it.
You are the only podcast I would go on again.
Okay.
Also the only one I could say I would go on again because first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did bring out my smut book for you.
Okay.
I kind of want to find. I'm like.
Let's do it. Let's get one excerpt to end the episode.
I'm 9 pages in, but I'm gonna flip ahead and see if I can find
What do they say in 10 Things I Hate About You? He's a what's another word for engorged? He's all tumescent.
That's exactly it. The wheeze cough. Okay, the beginning of chapter 9 is Gretchen looked back at the bed, still completely rumpled from last night, and her heart hurt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he fucked her and broke her heart. Pound Town usually ends in heartbreak.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No, that's not true. That's only half true. Okay, let's see if we can find something good. I'm not deep enough into this book yet to know if it is a Pound Town book or if it's a closed door book. Oh, but there's a 2 months later thing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so the basis of this book is the guy is a washed up. He gets sent back to the minors. He's on the Sixers. And then she is a sommelier.
Okay.
So, like, she just likes to get hammered.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Good for her. Yeah. And I'm sure there's lots of bat innuendos and
I'm sure there is,
like catching balls kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
something
classic.
about the Sixers. No. Okay.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk?
Who would have thunk we would be talking about smut books on?
I'm going to turn you into a smut slut.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm really trying hard to find. I should have marked
Hey, you're
something.
fine. I mean,
before.
honestly, who would have thought we were going to be talking about this today? So you're good.
Huh.
But what we could do is you could find an excerpt that you do like later and just do a voice memo, and I will put it at the end of the episode.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I read it in a sexy voice?
Oh, yeah. Do it.
Okay, I'll have to practice.
People
I'll
are going to be like,
it.
yeah, people will be like, I can't listen to Mike's podcast anymore.
Boner Town.
Boner Patrol.
Welcome to Boner Town. Population you.
Yeah. I say it about my cousin all the time. We're going to make because his name is Jammin'. So, we're going to make a jammin' sandwich, slide on the jammin'.
Oh, we love that. Okay, you know what? This is not I don't think this is the boner book, but I do have the boner book.
Okay.
And I'll read a chapter
Send
from
me
that.
a voice memo.
I actually have 2 copies of the book. It's called It Happened One Summer. And it happening one summer is not the only thing that happened that summer.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, it's a very fun book.
we're gonna call it here. It's been great. We're an hour and 53.
This feels like a Joe Rogan podcast. Holy shit, that's a long ass time.
Oh, it's great.
But this felt natural. This felt good. It was like a regular conversation with a friend.
For sure. And I feel like the last few episodes have been kind of like an hour 5, maybe an hour 10, and you got to throw in a long one every once in a while.
Exactly. We love a long one once in a while, but not all the time. A long one all the time is exhausting.
Yeah.
We'll end on that.
I was gonna make a really bad joke. I'm not going to. Nope, not gonna do it.
Make it.
I can't do it. This is a kid show. I'm just kidding. It's not a kid show. All right, Tap Fam, thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Last Name. It's off of
Airport and Dewey Foothill. If you know where the Tropical Lay is.
There
the
you
completely nude strip
Not
club.
that kind of lay, like a tropical lay.
Tropical laid.
Yeah.
God, this.
Oh,
I turn everything very sexual.
I do that all the time.
I'm not even sorry.
But I feel like you can only do it around certain people.
You can only do it around certain people, and I think that's why I found my niche here.
Yeah.
Not only at Last Name, but in the brewing industry. Let me make everything a dick joke.
I love it.
Everything's a dick joke. Okay, so Last Name is truly off of Foothill and Dewey, right next to Cable Airport and Tropical Lay. If you know where Tropical Lay is and not Cable Airport, go find Jesus.
There it is. What I want to do, I'm going to end it with this. I want, next time, when we do the Hannah Returns episode, I want to do like the intro video of you driving in your car, and it's making my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces past. Okay.
And I'm home then.
You saw me pull up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's why when I saw that.
Can we tell the people?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I drive a Mini Cooper convertible.
Yeah.
That is like my personality summed up. I am just a small person in a topless car.
So that could have went south real fast.
I know, I saved it. But yeah, so Mini Cooper convertible, driving fast, listening to Taylor Swift and the Hot to Go song and like Sabrina Carpenter and all like the girly pop songs.
Love it.
It's a girl summer. It's girly pop summer. It's hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Are you here for hot girl summer?
Always.
You got your bikini ready?
Always, yeah.
Self-tan ready?
No, but I do like the really short, like lifeguard shorts.
Oof.
But I do that as a joke.
On men or on women or both?
I'll show you a picture later.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I think I posted it on Instagram the other day.
I think you did too.
I did the Baywatch, yeah. So.
I was a lifeguard for a while.
Okay. I was a part
we
of
did not wear short shorts.
I was going to say I was part of the JLA, but of like the Junior Lifeguard Association.
Fun. I used to train those guys.
Not the Justice League of America.
No, but that would have been sick as fuck.
Yeah, it would have been badass. Yeah.
Man, we could probably go for another hour.
We probably really could. And I think we'll probably go for 2 or 3 hours on the next one. So.
I hope so. Okay, so everyone prepare for the next one. Bring some snacks. Wear a diaper.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah. You have to shit your pants in the car because you don't want to leave the car. I understand.
You know what would be really fun?
What?
To record at a baseball stadium.
That would be really fun. The only thing is I would have to be like a minor league team. That'd be unrealistic.
We can record at Quakes.
Yeah?
I fucking love the Quakes.
I think we could do that. That'd be fun.
That'd be sick. I'll get the tickets.
I'm down. Put a hot dog in my mouth and a beer and we're fine.
Same.
Yeah. We'll end it on that. Thank you, Hannah.
I love it. This is fun.
All right, and we're out. Thank you again. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it was an absolute blast hanging out with her and, and drinking. But like I said, who would have known? I didn't know what smut was. I mean, maybe I'm just dumb, but yeah, didn't know. I was like, what is that? And then I was trying to think of the author, like when I was like thinking back of like, cause my, one of my aunts used to read Danielle Steele, and I think it was kind of like that, but I mean, I could be completely wrong and like making, saying something really bad about Danielle Steele, but I thought something was like that. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, I had a great time, and thank you again, Hannah. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And let's see, what do we got upcoming? So next week is the episode 75. So this week I'm going to be sending out some DMs to people to get their beer reviews, and then I'll give them my email so they can email them over to me, the voice memos. So you should hear a few of those at the end of the episode. The week after that is that will be the GABF one. And then the week after that, I believe, is going to be the Sour We're Drunk, because I'm actually recording with them. Well, technically today, when this episode's out, I'll be recording with them on Sunday. And then on Monday or Tuesday, I think it's finally going to happen. I think I'm going to be recording with Tommy over at Asylum, so that should be fun. And then the Burning Daylight one towards the end of the year. And then I think Bar Track will be in there somewhere. I want to say it's sometime next week. I got to check my calendar. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming up. I'm excited for Burning Daylight at the end of the month. Might even do some other stuff. We'll see. But yeah, it's got some good stuff cooking up. And yeah, so I think episode 75 there will be a What's New Noble segment at the end, because I figured, but wouldn't be an episode 75 without the boys at Noble on there. I'm just going to buy like 5 or 6 beers and saying thank you to everybody. And, tell some of my favorite stories from those episodes. All right. Well, I think that's all I got. I gotta throw on the Hawaiian shirt, go make some smash burgers right now, crush some beers, maybe do a couple shotguns. I don't know if there's any time. No, there's always time for a shotgun. All right, Tap Fam. Well, I want you all to know how much I do appreciate you guys listening every week. The downloads have been going up and up and up, so I really appreciate it. And, this entire show is just about, being able to hear people's stories and, whether it's a brewer or an owner, or even the Instagram spotlight episodes, like being able to hear their story and how for home brewers or the people that just love craft beer and love to support the business. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like super grateful. And even I wanted to give a shout out to even all the different countries that have been getting downloads. And I probably should have had this up, but I totally didn't. I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm just going to filibuster this thing here. And let's see, from all the different countries. I know France, Germany, Spain. Let's see, sorry. Let's just do this one. There we go. So we got, Spain, Canada, Germany, Antigua and Barbuda, wherever that is. Actually, no, I think that's by Puerto Rico. Mexico, Sweden, Singapore, France, New Zealand, Colombia, the UK, Hong Kong, Ireland, Japan, Morocco, Norway, and then some that just say unknown. So I just want you guys all to know how much I appreciate you guys. And for everybody, obviously here in the States, that downloads every week, I am truly grateful. So, all right, I am going to shut up now. I got to have a coffee here before I get the wheels going. Give Morgan a bath, all that good stuff. All right. Well, Tap Fam, it's only baseball going on this weekend, so if you're just so happen to live in a state where you can bet on baseball, take the over on home runs. Just do it. Fuck it. Whatever. If you win, you can say, oh yeah, Mike helped me out. If you lose, don't blame me. All right. Take care, Tap Fam. Twinkle, twinkle, baby.